Supercross. Hey. Nipple. Machete. Fashion. A scintillating bloodbath of hellacious fury. Evil. Cannabis. Interesting thing. Awesome. Radio. Baby, baby, keep your mouth shut. Baby. Baby, baby, I'm trying to beat my butt. Jason Ellis. Baby LeBron. Michael Tully. Well, Cuco, my dick. Andrew Cruz. Valentine's. Kevin Graff. I swear I am normally a very gassy man. And Will Pendarvis. Fuck yeah, I'm Will Pendarvis. Live from Hollywood. Dance one up. This is the Jason Ellis Show.
Fuck yeah. Sluts, what's up? Hey. Remember how I said yesterday it's not Thursday? Guess what? Thursday. I haven't washed my car, and then I got empty salsa cans, and they rattle. I haven't taken them out. I turned my really nice car into a piece of shit. I sound funny as fuck. What the fuck? Yo, what happened to me? Really? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah? I don't know. That sounds weird. It's cutting in and out. I don't know. Who cares? It's an overrated thing sometimes. Hello, Michael.
Hey, Jason.
What's going on?
Oh, not much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
I got stuff that's going on. So, I found out that there's this place deep, deep, deep in the Amazon, maybe? Or, you know what I mean, fucking jungle. And there's this place high, 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 deep, 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 in the deepest of the jungles, in the highest of the mountains, is this place where there's a fucking cliff, goes down in this big hole, where there's waterfalls, goes down deep, deep down in this hole, and there's these crazy bees that live out there that get their shit from special flowers out there. I believe in the Amazon, I'm gonna say. It's extravagant balls. And the honey that they get, they make this rope ladder out of, they like shred trees and wrap it like it's their own little shitty rope that they make. And then these weird little weird little mine looking dudes. Not the dudes with white faces, mine dudes from those from another world, but from this world.
Wait, Mayan?
Yeah. I knew I can't. Yeah, I know I'm not saying it correctly.
I actually thought you might be talking about miners too.
No, but yeah, he found.
So they are Mayan miners.
I think so. They're from Nepal or something.
That's not the Amazon.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway,
it's the Himalayas.
Right. Well, anyway, there's these giant fucking honeycomb things from these giant bees. Then they make the sickest honeycomb things I've ever seen as well, by the way, that are under these crazy things, and they go down there and they get it, and then when they eat it, they trip balls, they get high. It's a fact, because a dude that went there, like a normal dude, us from LA or whatever, went there and he had some, and he was like, yeah, you're super high from honey, and apparently super cure, like good medicine for you, but it's these dudes that just live up there, and the elders teach them how to do it, and they cut it off in the bucket, and all their hands all the miners that are up there are all, their hands are all puffy from all the bees biting their hands all the time, and just hard cunts up there, just like fuck it with puffy hands, just tripping balls from eating honey all day, drinking honey all day.
It's like a superior high, because I feel like there's a certain kind of person, and we're all sort of this kind of person who, it just if I tell you, hey man, take this pill, you know, Jude found it on the internet, they made it in somebody's basement in Russia.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound as exciting as there's these guys in Nepal, and there's bees, and there's an endless hole in the ground, et cetera, and I think lots of times there is like the trapping of the like the ritual of smoking weed is cooler than the ritual of like snorting a pill.
Yeah.
But I often wonder if it really is superior, if it's just so much cooler that you can talk yourself into it because of the atmospherics.
Well, the other thing that I noticed when I watched the show was this place is miles away from everything. There was a 3-hour hike after they drove for, I don't know, half a day into the middle of nowhere, and then when he got there, they had smartphones, and they were like following him on Facebook and shit.
So they work out there.
I guess, yeah, but it was like this weird. I mean, he had a bunch of dudes carry their bags, and they did some shit where I feel like our average, the show, we'd be taking multiple breaks, dude. Like 3 hours, and it looked like it was just straight uphill.
So these are like Sherpa guys.
Yeah, that's what he called them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right. Well, Sherpas are famous in the Himalayas because they're from there. So it's just like fighting a Mexican dude in Mexico City.
Right, right. He's altitude,
it, yeah.
right. But still, I'm just saying that
it's work nonetheless.
The altitude would fuck with you, and then the honey, and yeah, there'd be a bunch of. But they had weed up there. There was a kid that was rolling weed in his hand and making hash.
Okay.
So it looked to me like the village itself was just a bunch of dudes that were kind of, God had made some plants, and they'd figured out how to stay high all the time.
They're just a bunch of crunchy high dudes.
I mean, they said that was not the case, but that's not the vibe I got.
Well, we're flipping through an article about the thing that you're talking about. It says that the springtime honey is the intoxicating one.
Yeah.
I guess that would keep all year, so it's not like you would just be limited to taking it in the spring just because that's when it's...
Yeah, because they go springtime and they get a bunch to supply them for the season or whatever.
Right, it looks like they sell it outside in elsewhere in Asia. Japan, Korea, and China are buying this stuff.
Alright. Well...
That's nice.
It was cool because it seemed like it wasn't... It looked like they were doing it the same way they'd always done it, so it didn't look like when you say that China's into it, that kind of scares me. But as long as it's just those guys, because it's their town, it's like a bunch of dudes that hand it down to the generation thing, and they're all down there doing it the same fucking way. Like they knit the baskets that they cut the honeycomb and like to catch the basket. Like
I see, that's a nice basket.
And he said, because that guy's doing it by himself, but they said that there's, they were teaching kids, so they had kids doing it, a team of 2 to make it easy because they were inexperienced.
That's great because there's a lot of things that have been handed down for hundreds and thousands of years that are disappearing all over the globe. And
the kids were saying how they didn't like it at first, but they know that it makes the family proud of them if they go down there, and then after a while they felt that the work was therapeutic and they just like being down there, and then the honey after the end of the day and all this, and I was like, man, you guys, that's your little thing. You got to kind of figure it out in a roundabout way. Seems like a sweet life. I mean, to me it looked like after they do the work and they get it all up there and they transfer it from the baskets into a place where it's just the pure shit, like because they get it all done right there and then, and then they all they indulge in it, they sip in it, and then they're smoking cigarettes and joints and shit afterwards, and it looked to me like. If you fucking ask me, it looked like everybody was lit as shit. It was a big party after they'd worked all day.
Well, they've earned that.
Right, but which made it look...
Sounds like a bunch of roofers going down to the corner pub.
And they look the same too. Yeah. It looked cool. I was like, these guys are cool. I like them. Probably die in about a week if I was there, but I respect that. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. Well, I definitely... God, I hate
that fucking Vice shit has got some...
I was going to say, this sounds like a place Vice would go. Is that where you saw it?
Yeah, I just drag through them now and click on ones where I'm like, oh, okay, I'll man, I didn't know about that. Or looking at one about the elephants and the rhino tusks that there's people that are out there that try to kill the hunters, and just mayhem. All these countries that are just you know, everybody's trying to do the wrong thing. That's the other one I learned. Don't look, because if you look, it'll work these days because they post videos on Instagram and Snapchat and everywhere. Don't like anybody who's hanging out with cheetahs and tigers and shit. I know it's a small one because there's so many other things in the world that are way worse, but it's just on your thumb. And I know now, especially when I see that these dudes that are tripping balls doing honey in the fucking mountains are liking shit on Facebook. I'm like, dude, these guys know. Everybody everywhere knows everything now. You know, like you.
Yeah. It really is a small world.
Yeah. Now it is. Kim Kardashian. Like, there's a dude who's. You know what I mean? There was a guy talking about how when he was a boy, there was just like elephants everywhere. And now, you never see herds of elephants running around. And he's now a hired guy that like has to try and kill hunters. Mm-hmm. But it's already in this man's. He wasn't an old man. He wasn't even as old as me. It's gone already.
Yeah, it kind of seems like it's too late.
They already took it. And then I hear about the guys in Abu Dhabi and shit. Just they're all about just buying illegal pets, and they only buy them to get likes on social media. So when you see those videos, it's up to you, everybody. I'm like, oh wow, you know, like, so anybody who starts like, hey, look at my cheetah, man, remember that, because I don't think that cheetah's having that. You know, maybe one cheetah might be having a good time because there's one guy that bought the cheetah who gets a lot of likes, who really likes his cheetah. But how many other cheetahs are just like, fuck, I'm in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, it almost seems like the only hope for...
in the back of a banshee or something, like, yay.
Like, the only hope for so many exotic animals is that they get small populations of them in captivity and make sure that the population is big enough that they don't all become retarded. And I'm using that word properly.
Yeah.
And wait until the world changes.
They're saying
that they can release them back out and let them grow the population back up.
This special that I saw, they're saying that if it keeps going the way it's going, that the Arab community is wiping them out. All extravagant cats.
Yeah, they're like the new dinosaurs. It'd be anything you tell your kids about that they can never actually see.
Right.
Oh man, people would have. Man, if the dinosaurs had survived until now, the dinosaurs would be going down.
They'd be big in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Sorry to be the negative one, but I fucking hope so.
Well, yeah, they would.
So we got it coming, man.
Well, no, it would be exactly like Jurassic Park is just a zoo for dinosaurs. That's exactly what would happen. Is they would be able to keep them alive and protect them in zoos, and all the ones that live in the wild would either be murdered for dick pills or live on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, because think about it. There's no elephants. I mean, elephants are not easy to kill. So a dinosaur would be just the same. I mean, think about a rhino. A rhino could kick a lot of dinosaurs' asses if there was if we could do a time machine thing and they had a street fight. A rhino is not to be fucked with. So Tully's right. They would be on Instagram or dead. Or, like, their heads on walls everywhere.
Oh, yeah. You'd mount the fuck out of a T-Rex.
Donald Trump's kids would be fucking T-Rex and everywhere. See that dude's wig fucking got blown off? Finally, that's so cool. Like, every single thing he does is a complete fucking lie.
I couldn't
He's the most full of shit 180 lie guy ever. It's a mask. Like,
wait,
that thing almost got blown off and his skull came out.
I want to talk about Donald Trump's hair in some detail, but real quick, while we're on the subject, I saw a story today that somebody tried to mail a tiger cub. Mail.
Doesn't surprise me.
It was alive.
Oh.
Like, they sedated it, and it was in Mexico. I'm not exactly sure if it had been mailed from Mexico, but it was mailed to Mexico.
Hey.
And yeah, it had been sedated, and they said it was not in the greatest shape, but I think it was gonna, it's like getting flowers in the mail. You're gonna put it in water and it would perk right back up. That's the idea. They weren't trying to kill it. They weren't trying to send a dead one. Somebody was gonna get this tiger.
And did he live?
Yeah.
And the authorities got him. What they did, put him in a zoo or something.
I'm not sure exactly what they're doing with him. They said he was thirsty and maybe a little underfed, but in otherwise good health. And this is the bit I don't understand. This is an Associated Press story. They said that the tiger's ownership papers were in order, so wherever it was sold from or sold to, like, it was legal to own it.
Just not to smuggle it.
You just weren't allowed to mail it.
All right. Oh God, why are we all so bad? Oh man.
Yeah. I know.
So there you go.
Depressing.
It's just your thumb, everybody. If you don't have to do that. Also, I did not know this, but I believe that a lot of road incidents on the West Coast for road bikes, a lot of guys are getting hurt. Young guys out there. Someone told me so. If you are a road bike listener, keep your eyes peeled. Motherfuckers are looking to kill you. I mean, he is as bold as fuck.
Okay,
and finally, because I was like, I don't understand how. I mean, I know he's bold, but how does he do it? And now I know. I mean, this is big. This is the biggest thing I've ever seen. I mean, it is off. And listen, and if I'm about to, I mean, the only thing he can do right now is say that he can do the R. Kelly thing and just say, "That's not me."
So okay, you froze the frame. He does not seem to have the typical pattern of male baldness.
No, that thing is, the glue from the back is coming off, and his entire wig that is glued on his head is coming off. I mean, is there fucking lines in that? What is going on right there? Is he a monster robot? I feel like I see little cables going into his brain.
I know that.
What are those cords in his brain?
I know. I think those are the life support, right? That's what gives him oxygen. That's what gives him liquid nutrients.
I mean, he looks like Darth Vader without the helmet from behind.
We're not the first person to make that comparison.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think Jimmy Kimmel already did the Darth Vader
fuck!
thing.
Well, I didn't pay for someone to write my joke.
And he, and I think Kimmel had a bunch of like hair experts and hair transplant experts.
Oh, really?
And like a panel, because that's the amazing thing is you would like when you see the Jeremy Piven thing. Anybody who's ever like read a pamphlet goes, oh, here's what happened. He tried this and it didn't work. But they brought in like 5 people on Kimmel and they're like, well, in my opinion, here's like even when you have the full reveal, they know something is up.
But they don't know.
It doesn't seem like there's a total consensus on what the fuck he is doing or has done.
He might not be real, you guys. And Will, it might be time for you to shine. He might be a robot. I mean, dude, what's up with the cords going into his head? I didn't know that. I only saw the... But watch Andrew keep playing, because Tully, you got to watch the bit where when he gets to the top of the stairs, he turns around, and then the wig just hovers over his head when it comes back to him.
You can read his thoughts, which is, that may have been bad. That was especially windy.
Oh,
because you feel that breeze.
He had to. Why
when the sunroof opens, you feel that breeze.
And he didn't put. You know, why wouldn't he put his hand there? I guess if he puts his hand. I mean, god damn, dude. This might be the most. No, it is not. No, it is not. You cannot say that.
So it's a bad weave. Is apparently the big takeaway from the panel that discussed this on the Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Wait, is there anybody else besides the Jimmy Kimmel Show that had an opinion? Like a real one? Oh, they were really experts?
Oh, yeah, they had on, people who do hair restoration.
Okay.
Now, am I naive enough to think that it is actually real hair? He's just growing it where it grows and gluing it down all over the place?
No, I think it's it's the same as the dude from Every Rose Has Its Thorn. He like has his bald bit hanging out, and then he ties a weave to the rest of it.
Because
come in, Will.
I remember.
Come in. I don't want to talk through this thing.
Because.
Dude, I'm telling you,
it seems like a reverse mohawk.
He glues it every day, and it goes.
It's like a road warrior.
It's the same as when you put a sticker on a helmet because of the curvature. You can put the front bit on and the side bits, but the back bits have to be separated, otherwise they'll lap over each other. So he glues the back panel and 2 side panels, and the fucking side panel got blown off. It was obvious.
I don't know if that's Axe or Smash from the Road Warriors. But that's the hair he actually... Has somebody done like a police sketch of what we now believe Donald Trump's hair would actually look like if he didn't whip it up like cotton candy?
Can you wear wigs in your driver's license photos?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe it's done.
Look, to me, I would have guessed the same thing that Tully is guessing, that he's growing clumps of hair where it will come out and then using it all over the head.
Yeah, but
Swirling.
okay, no, yeah, but I cannot agree to that, because if you look at the video, he has no fucking back neck hair. He doesn't even have the Elmer Fudd bit on the back.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine hair that you can't see from this angle and distance.
Tom Arnold has said, like, I guess when he was doing Celebrity Apprentice or whatever, that Trump talked to him, you know, behind the scenes about getting like a scalp replacement surgery, and since saying that it was the most painful thing he's ever gone through in his life. So maybe they cut, because I don't know what that surgery is.
Well, Tom Arnold has said a couple things about things Donald Trump said to him on the set of Celebrity Apprentice that have not been substantiated.
Okay, well, maybe that's why he has that giant patch missing. Maybe that was, like, relocated, and then to cover it up, they do that comb-over thing in the back.
Look, here's the deal. I'll tell you why he has no hair on the back bit, because if you have hair on the back bit, you can't glue the hair down. You have to stay bald for the wig to stay glued to the back of your bald head. I'm sorry, but that's the case. Look, what's the one that everyone I was going to buy for a while? You shave just the top part and you glue it on.
Yeah.
And you watch them when they peel it on and they peel it off. They do it from the back.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, dude, that's the only thing that I'm the more mysterious thing to me is that I know he has the cord thing that comes out into his ear, but it looks like...
Does he? Why would he have that?
Well, dude, if he doesn't have the cord, then what are those fucking strings coming out? He looks like
presidents don't usually have them.
Yes, he does. He's got an earpiece in.
No, usually when the president speaks, there are those panels that are up right in front of him.
Yeah, but they also have an earpiece for somebody to tell the red team go to duck or something, right?
The president doesn't. Yeah, president doesn't do that. Their Secret Service has.
Okay, well then, the only thing I can think of is
more back to the Darth Vader scenario.
Maybe.
Yeah. Nutrition.
Why do that?
Oh, God.
We haven't got time for that. We've only got 3 hours.
No.
His wig came off.
This is what I want to say is that when I was a kid, my next door neighbor had a pool, and she was in a relationship with this Egyptian guy. And maybe if I'd been a little older, I would have seen through it. But as far as I knew, the guy had a thick, lustrous black head of hair. And then one day we're hanging out in her pool, and the dude jumps in the pool. And you know the thing that Rob Corddry used to have? Yeah. He had that, but like on one side. It was the strangest thing ever. And the dude jumps in the pool with a full head of hair and comes up with like a Rapunzel ponytail coming out of the side of his head straight down to his nipple.
So he had taken that one.
Swirled it up like cotton candy. And that's what I think is going on here.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying too.
Yeah, because he also seen the comb over has always looked like, what's the movie where the guy, the English guy that was the American Psycho, that he played a fat guy and he glued
American Hustle.
Yeah, and he glued all the shits of hair. Like, I think that's Donald Trump. Like, he's just always had he whips it and glues it down everywhere.
Like, if he went to one of those things at the Science Museum, those big, like, circles, and put his hand on it, and his hair went straight up in the air, how many of those bald patches do you think would be...
I think
that's the only one?
I think the question is how many hair patches.
Yeah, I think he has 3 hair patches.
I agree.
I think there's the one that grows out of his forehead that he whips back. I think there's the one that grows out of the right side of his head that he moves across the back of his head and to the left side of his head. And then another one to cover the other side of his head.
What a pain in the fuck. Just go full Lex Luthor. Like,
yeah, but he can't because of the facade of bullshit that he's created. He cannot do it. He is is he going to answer to this? Or has he answered to it?
He's not going to comment on that.
That would be
very unprecedented.
Fake news made it up, made it look like that. Like I mean, I know.
The only comment I've seen from him today was about how the deep value he places on prayer.
He praises his hair, never does that again. Thought you were going to say gold glue. Yeah, look, I don't think that this affects him as a leader.
How could it affect...
I think it just...
At this point, really? I just think it's funny that we've always done the thing, and we did the hair pull, and we had Jimmy Kimmel be all wacky. Sorry, Jimmy Fallon be all wacky and touch his head, and I'm like, you got a bunch of people to kind of help you with your bullshit story, but now you're fucked because it's on video. Your wig came off.
That doesn't matter.
It is end of story though.
It isn't though.
It is.
For the hair, it's the end.
No, there's no truth.
Yes. Okay, come on, dude. His wig got blown off on camera.
Dude, people were saying that the Elon Musk thing was fake. The flat Earth people will
What's
say
that got to do with anything?
I'm saying that there's just no truth.
No, that's not true. You're saying that that Eddie Bravo is like getting a shout out. The reality of the real world is the fucking world is round. And Eddie Bravo, I don't even believe Eddie Bravo believes it.
Right,
I believe he knows. It's very amusing, so he's going to keep going.
Right.
Same as this.
Yeah.
It's official now.
I really think because it was such a new phenomenon, the whole there is no truth and blah, 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 social media, Russian bots, that people seized on it and probably blew it out of proportion. I'm going to go with that 20-20-60 thing that I bring up all the time about the police precincts. I think there are 20% of people who will never defend anything. He could rush in a burning pet store and save all the animals, and they would find a way to make it bad.
Right.
And there are 20% of people who will defend anything he does, and those people, both 20%, are very, very loud online.
Yeah.
But I think that there are many sensible people in the middle whose attitudes do evolve based on new information.
Right. So
and they don't bother tweeting about it.
So theoretically, he can't, be bald because he's made. Number one, he can't admit it to himself.
Man, what he looks like with that shit, like just combed to the side, is pretty much like Alfred Hitchcock meets Hulk Hogan.
I got Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, I did too. Benjamin Franklin's what I was thinking.
I mean, come on, go Founding Father. That's great. That's perfect for your job.
But
I know, right? If he just whipped it around like, hear ye, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Walk around
he should put on one of those white.
My button is the
Poncy
biggest. Ding,
wigs.
ding, 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 ding. My button.
Barrister wig with a white curly thing like George Washington. That would be cool. We haven't seen that in a while.
Wait, Tully's spot on. I'm telling you, just let that shit go to the side and fucking tell people what's up. Make it go, instead of blonde, go real white, extra white, because that's what it is anyway.
Or stop yelling fake news. Just whenever anybody says anything you don't agree with, just out comes the bell.
Yeah, ding, 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 ding.
Wow. I had not seen that video, so.
Yeah, and then they do the thing where they spray the shit too on your skull so you can see through it. So you can't see through it.
Just like laminate in a can?
I had an old boss who used to do that a long time ago. He sprayed this black stuff on his hair, and nobody would say anything to him about it. But one day, this new guy came in, and he just said, "What's that shit on your head? Shoe polish?"
Yeah, it's real. Somebody had to do it, though.
Yeah.
It's a bad day for him, but it's a better day for the rest of his life.
Everyone else.
No, for the rest of that dude's life, he won't do that anymore.
He sacrificed himself for everyone else's enjoyment.
Right. It's like when, your friend mispronounces a word. You got to do it. You got to nail it the first time that they do it.
Right.
I kind of did the same thing with, I worked in an office when I was in college, and the guy who ran it had a ridiculous toupee, and I was so naive, I just didn't know it was a toupee. So every time he walked through and went in his office, I would turn to everyone else in the office and be like, "What's with his fucking hair? Like, what is that?" And they would just, change the subject and look off because nobody wanted to tell me.
Oh.
It was only, literally, they never told me. It was years later, I was like, oh, that's why nobody wanted to take the bait on that. That explains why the hair in the back was completely different from the hair everywhere else.
I don't think it's good for Americans if you're watching the president and you know that he's got a toupee on and he's not just revealing what he really looks like. Like, why are you not proud of what you really are? You know?
Well, look,
you're hiding
you're
something.
Saying that you would like a wig. Why can't he have one?
Because you gotta own it. You gotta own it.
That's what I'm saying. If he has a wig, I don't hate on him.
Yeah, Biden's got plugs, loud and proud.
But you've already been on several TV shows getting famous people to tug on your head like you're, you know what I mean? Like enough of the chit chat. Hear ye, it's real. You know what I mean? Like fucking bullshit. It's not real. You liar. You fucking lied to us. And then now. You know what I mean? There's one where I don't know a guy, or sort of thing, or the thing is, or somebody said that, or if someone else said this. That's video.
Yeah,
your fucking wig got blown off.
It's the
stop telling everybody that's real and pulling on it.
It's his Zapruder film.
To me, it's like Jimmy.
Back into the left.
It's like Jimmy Fallon's my friend, and I won the Olympics, and he's doing shots with me, and he's like, you know what? When I grabbed that thing when Trump was on there, let me tell you something. It's a wig.
Right.
I felt the glue go.
Right.
And I'd be like, all right, I knew it. That's what that video is like, because it's confirmation. I know now that thing is completely glued on.
Yeah, the mainstream media does not seem to have seized on the startling revelations from yesterday's show about our former president.
Right.
I feel like that's international news. Am I crazy?
I know, right? No, you are crazy. You know what's crazy is you said I should fight CM Punk and it's not that crazy, and I was like, you're crazy. It wasn't that crazy. No. I feel like I could beat the guy they're gonna fight. He's gonna fight.
It wasn't crazy. I'm not saying it was going to happen, but it was within the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it still is.
I think George...
Dingo posted a photo of the Olympics that year today, and I'm man, is he? Because I don't think he wants
dancing around.
I think he already forgot what he said yesterday, and is just like, oh mate, the Olympics is on. I was there the other day. I mean, I was there in 2003.
I think George
Not
Bush
to mention
is in Dubai right now. So if anybody's heading over to Dubai and you're going to be interviewing the president, why not just ask?
Tony likes whiskey. Or he would.
Yeah.
If he broke his solemn vow of
if he
sobriety.
would have murdered them. Yeah. That's how he
likes to have like 5 or 6 O'Douls and then a bottle of whiskey.
It's not alcoholic beer. It's the chaser you gotta like.
Yeah, after the 5th one, I just fucking cut loose, and then it's fuck it.
I know that guy.
You know, speaking of
0.1.5%, baby, 5 of them.
Yeah,
Next thing you know, woo! I got no control.
Got a Coors Light all of a sudden. Speaking of hair, I'm probably very stupid, but I have not been able to make sense of a clip I saw yesterday of the actor Nathan Fillion being interviewed by Larry King.
I don't know who that is.
You'd know him if you saw him, I think. He could just move his hair around on his head.
Yeah, well, Gene Simmons did that in front of us.
Yeah, but Gene Simmons, there might be some funny business going on as well.
Well, you're saying this guy has real hair in it?
We used to do that as kids because you move your scalp a little bit.
His move's more.
We used to do this. I'll show you.
Loose, floppy scalp.
It must be.
Hang on a minute, guys. Will's going to move his scalp.
We used to go like this. Hey, my toupee is coming off. Hey, you know.
Is that what it looked like?
It was a
Michael?
little better than that, but yours is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Wait, did he do a? Hey, watch me do a fake toupee, or did you just notice in the interview it looked like his head was moving?
No. It was clearly like a setup. I just saw
no hands.
Clip of it where Larry King, softball, prepped interview question. He goes, so you got any hidden talents?
So it says here you like dogs.
Exactly.
Would you say your scalp is loose or firm?
Have you eaten any food lately?
Hey, that's
what do you think about breakfast?
That's my guy. Back off.
How do you feel about butt snorkeling?
Yeah,
Can you find the? Yeah. No.
Will, you are not Jewish.
I can tell.
I never understood that. I know Jewish people.
The butt snorkel.
The butt snorkel.
Right.
Are they not big salad tossers?
See, that's why I was like, you can't speak on behalf of all Jewish people.
Yeah, and is Larry King Jewish, by the way?
I've had Jewish people in my butt, so you can't say that.
I mean, I see him at the bagel place all the time.
What's your deal? Wait, is this some sort of weird daddy sarcasm?
I see him at the bagel place all the time. He goes over the Brooklyn bagel place.
He's the most Jewish guy there is, right? I mean, American-wise.
I think it might just be people in their 80s don't toss salads.
Yeah, that's
And he's probably just...
And that would have been exceptional. I would have understood that one. I'm like, okay, yeah. Even though I'm pretty sure somebody did, but yeah, nowhere near as many. But he just labeled me as a...
Maybe he could have easily said, well, your name's definitely not Larry. You know, maybe he was just like,
I would have preferred he did that.
I don't do that. Oh, I know that actor. He was on that show.
Look, he can move his hair a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot. Oh, and it stays there.
Like, is that just a wig?
What was that show he was on?
Firefly.
Well, no, besides Firefly.
Larry King's brain.
Yeah.
He was on some kind of detective series for
Larry King should not try to attempt it on himself.
No.
His
he doesn't. His head just falls off.
he raised his hand.
My tear.
He's raised his hands up towards his face. I was like, "Don't do it, Larry. Your brains might come out."
His head rolls on the table like Jack Skeleton.
Now that guy seems like a guy that's got full-on real hair and knows how to do a trick to make it look like a wig. I'm happy for him.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
That's a cool trick. I wish I could do that.
It's a weird haircut to want to have at this time of in the world.
And I think maybe it got him this far.
It's very station. It's very like.
He's always had that haircut.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's not a politician, so it's weird that he doesn't want to move on.
He's always had the weatherman look.
Oh, okay, all right. Man, weathermen, they're really falling apart these days. I don't know if it's time for a change for the California weathermen. You know, it's like, there's going to be a shift. I know that they shifted the Good Day LA old man. I don't know if he's gone or dead, but they finally got him out of there, and they got some women in there. And
they got rid of Stormy Rains?
Whatever.
No, they're always
kick out of that guy.
very tan and leathery and named something about stormy, rainy.
Dallas Raines looks like an old boot.
Okay, Dallas Raines is... I've never seen Dallas Raines before. Where's he do shit?
Here in Los Angeles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
ABC.
I've never seen him.
He looks like he should be running a wrestling organization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he wears pinstripe suits all the time.
He looks like he invented cocaine.
Yeah, he looks like he should be smacking guys on steroids in the face with money.
I mean, holy McLeathertron, he is insane. That is...
When I first moved to LA and saw that guy, my mind was pretty blown, and I just fell into a Dallas Raines wormhole and started like Googling him and shit. Unless like they're very good at hiding real information, I believe his birth name is Dallas Raines.
Yeah,
and
he's 25 years old.
Yes, and he was born during a tornado.
That's why his hair's like that. Hey, no matter what he does, he goes in the pool, doesn't matter. It just stays like that.
He was born under a sun lamp. He was left under the fry warmer too long.
He's a chia weather.
That's what he looks like. He looks like those chicken things at 7-Eleven that are rolling on those rollers.
With a face and hair.
Somebody painted a smile on an old leather jacket.
He's fucking hurting.
But seriously, when I need to know if it's going to be 70 or 74 degrees tomorrow in Los Angeles, there's nowhere else I'll turn.
Oh man, good for him. Is he? So he's still doing it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I got to get to the. I'm looking at the wrong channel in the morning.
Oh, they're all good.
All right. Well, man, man, what have I been doing? I'm watching the. So I watch 3 different ones. I surf them, and they all, because I surf them because they bum me out.
Yeah.
I go, God, fuck, and then I change it to the other one, and I'm like, okay, and then that'll do it, and I keep going back and forth. They all let me down.
I don't know how you can watch TV news. I really don't. You, of all people, I feel like would have even less patience for it than most.
Well,
I will not.
It's that, or it's like a movie. Kids do the weird YouTube accident thing. There's like a bunch of shit that's way more obnoxious, and I'm like, you guys need to not pay attention. But it just gets turned on. I'm like, maybe something will happen on there that I can talk about on the radio. But I can tell you right now, a YouTube video that my kids are watching, it's not gonna work out. If I'm by myself, I'll watch that Vice shit. But the kids. I can't put Vice on because it's like, fuck man, this honey's fucking trippy. Tiger's like, why is it fucking trippy? What's trippy? I can't have him in the room for that.
All I know is I can't wait to go out of here and Google weirdest looking weathermen. That's I'm just anxious to do that now because I think there are some really bizarre ones.
I don't feel like I feel like we've already found it.
You think that's the only one?
See, I think Dallas Raines is the king of the mountain. I think there's some misfit Dallas Raines that never made it out of Tulsa.
Yeah, there's a KTLA guy that's he's like a half-ass Raines guy. That's the guy I was referring to, who's just like...
Oh, no, but think about it. If
he
Los
still
Angeles...
bumps in the parking lot before he does the show. He is like...
Are you talking about Kai Goldberg?
I don't know his name. He's inappropriately tried to finger everybody. I mean, he is just the worst dude ever.
Up. Rick Chambers.
Nah, maybe
he's
it's
a newscaster.
Maybe it's Fox then. I don't know. None of those guys.
Oh, Henry DiCarlo.
There's Kai Goldberg. It's not that dude?
Nah, no, I'm not seeing that. Maybe it's another... Oh, there he is! Mark Krisky.
Yeah.
Fucking sketch master. Mark Krisky is just like... I could get high on his fingernails for sure.
I think if Los Angeles is like the pinnacle for being a weatherman, then, what about the people who didn't make it up to Stormy Raines level?
Yeah, it's like radio.
Yeah, you're going to have the cheap version of that. I wonder what that looks like.
No, I feel like everybody that wanted to be in morning television got the job. What? It can't... There's no way you got beat. Who beat you?
Well, what happened to
I mean, who'd you get beat by?
Our former intern. Was he our first ever intern? He became a
yes.
TV weatherman, didn't
he?
Where's
did.
He at now?
He was... At last check, he was like a...
Bitch chocolate?
No.
Oh.
First one ever.
Remember Rick Drizzle?
What's he doing now? Oh, he's a weatherman.
Son of a bitch. Never would have expected that.
Wait, is it Anal Gay Lewis? Is he doing the weather now?
Wait, Anal Gay Lewis can't show his face on television?
He was literally the first intern.
Yeah. He ended up doing it like a big channel in like Boston, somewhere on the East Coast, like a big city. He was the weatherman.
He was the intern so long ago that he got us a page on Facebook because he was still in college and you still needed a .edu email address to get on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's how long ago it was.
I don't remember him.
You'd know him if you saw him.
Yeah. What was his name, though? Does that help? He was on Bitch Fruit
You're putting me
Tingler?
on the spot here. I don't even know if he had a nickname.
Wow.
It was, Windy Storm.
Wasn't...
Nice guy. Handy, as I recall.
What? We had a handy intern?
Yeah, no, he would nail stuff to the wall.
Yeah. He went to
climb
town,
a ladder.
He went to town on that closet. Remember that closet?
Yeah. He cleaned out that closet, man.
It was like when you opened it, you expected the humongous ball from Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he cleaned that. He was amazing.
Oh, fuck.
I just only ever called him Four Eyes, so I don't know.
Yeah, glasses.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I don't remember his ass.
He was great. Good at telling the weather.
So he still has that job?
Even back then. Yeah, as far as I know. At last check, yeah, he was big time.
I didn't punch him in the head or anything?
No.
Huh.
Not in front of me.
He got out lucky, huh?
Yeah.
He might have even been around when the show was primarily at night.
Yes. Totally.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, man. Well, he mustn't have left much of a imprint on me, because I do not remember his ass.
That doesn't matter as long as you left an imprint on his young, impressionable mind.
You think that's how he got into television? That's how he's a success?
For sure.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Absolutely.
No, I definitely motivate people to succeed. Go getting stuff,
Yeah.
What else did I learn? I learned a lot of stuff. I know a lot of stuff. You'd be surprised. Nope, that's it. I don't remember anything.
Wow.
We'll be back. Bronstein.
Every color of the sprinkles rainbow in the kitchenette.
Mistress.
Oh, is he back out there yelling again?
Well, the heater. I mean, the Cavs are going nuts.
Yeah.
You just sent Dwayne Wade back to the game.
And Derrick Rose, all those guys. They got like 6 new players.
Wow.
You can do Will's News coming back. Also, the greatest cartoon animal. That impression game's ready to go.
Open up.
If you have a preference.
Oh, right.
So which one?
Do you want to do a bit or Will's News?
Let's do a bit. Do Will's News after. Is that okay, Will?
What?
Do Will's News after?
Doesn't matter to me.
Greatest cartoon animal? Or impression? Your choice.
Greatest cartoon animal or what?
The impression where it's you and Tully versus me and Kevin.
Cartoon animal.
Okay. Cartoon animal. And then break, then your news.
May as well be in, Will. If you can't be, it's okay. Okay.
Are you doing a teaser thing? Story?
Sure.
Do you know which one it is? I have a couple of your things in mind.
Actually, I'll just do, they just announced Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker.
Cool.
I hate myself. Backstage talk. Love me some nuts. Yeah, I got blood stuff.
First, Jack Nicholson played the Joker in the movies, then Heath Ledger, then Jared Leto, and now there is someone else throwing their hat in the ring.
Not really a big deal anymore after Leto kind of fucked it.
I would tend to look at it in the other way, which is it's primed to be
unfucked.
Unfucked, yeah.
They could. I mean, if you're able to pull off an unfuck, then you're doing pretty good.
Because the Jack Nicholson one is, I don't know how well it's aged, pretty iconic, and the Heath Ledger is probably certainly the best, the most respected performance by an actor or actress in a comic book movie.
Yep.
So it's people definitely know that there's a high ceiling on what you can do with the character, and now
I just hope it doesn't turn into, no offense Ben Affleck, but like, you know, they just douche it up even more, like Spider-Man and all that. You know, just seems like to me, the best Spider-Man was that one dude that I don't even like.
Toby?
Yeah,
Toby nailed it.
I mean, why the fuck, now I've got this fucking weird dude that has like a giant forehead. I'm like, fuck you, dude, you suck. Why are you in these movies? I really don't, like, who'd you blow?
It's really weird because I just looked at a list of all the best and worst Batman earlier today. And the best...
Val Kilmer, how's he?
He didn't fare too well.
He didn't do very good, right?
He was number 4 or 5. The number 1 was Christian Bale.
Yeah,
that's been imitated afterwards. Yeah, there's a lot that Clooney didn't do well either.
Yeah, people didn't care for Clooney.
I just think it was also a different Batman. I felt like this was before somebody discovered that there was a darkness to Batman. I mean, like in a comic book there's darkness, but the TV show Batman was like super douchey. And then I felt like the first 3 movies in the 80s that were big Batman movies still had the cheeseball factor. Like they were giving it to the kids. And then Batman became dark and more realistic because movies had to be started to become more realistic. So they needed a real bad guy, a real storyline, a real training thing, a real hurt comeback fucking bullshit scenario. And they made him dark until Ben Affleck
was realistic too.
I don't think Ben Affleck makes him dark anymore. He just kind of seems
like Ben Affleck.
It doesn't even seem like Batman anymore.
Right.
I don't even know which one. Wait.
So, who is the new Joker?
Apparently, it will be Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, that's awesome. He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
He's nutty too. That's great.
Martin Scorsese producing.
Wow.
Not directing. I don't know what producer. Producer can mean a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Like, you know what director means. You know what writer means.
He's in it.
Producer can be very hands-on or whatever. And Todd Phillips, best known for directing the Hangover movies.
It's going to be a wild ride.
Yeah, it could be good.
Yep. Sounds like it could be.
Official, but Variety is reporting it. And yeah, I'll watch that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Didn't he retire for a little bit?
I think that was always a put on. So
Okay.
He was doing the rapping thing.
Okay.
That was a documentary that, like a faux documentary that Ben Affleck's brother was making.
Ah. Well, he got us.
We all fell for it.
Zing.
Yep. Take that, Letterman. Before Letterman ripped off his beard.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The cuckoo beard.
So, speaking of iconic comic characters, Almost
Good,
pulled that off.
good.
So far, so good.
Hey, the content was there. It just wasn't as smooth as you usually are.
No, I did not. Yeah. I did not land the triple Lutz.
Right.
I got to wondering who is the most talented cartoon animal of all time. Not who's your favorite, not who is the coolest or the best. Just like if you were to have all of the cartoon animals of all time square up against each other, who is actually...
Wait, are they?
Wait, you saying cooler or toughest?
Are they fighting each other? Are they playing the piano?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Who is the most talented?
Who's the most talented cartoon animal?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Like, for example, the Chipmunks.
They're fucking useless.
But they
made hit records.
They were pop stars.
Yeah, but that's only because they sounded squeaky. That's an accident. They weren't actually talented. They didn't write any songs. They did covers.
Isn't it weird? Like, that's still going on. They still make Alvin and the Chipmunk movies and like that no one but 5-year-olds will ever watch. And like, my kid doesn't know that they're not brand new. He will watch. Like, Alvin and the Chipmunks has never, ever, ever been good. All the TV shows suck.
Right.
All the movies suck.
Yep.
I had Urban Chipmunk,
Kids,
33 album when I was a kid.
Kids love to hear high-pitched voice singers.
That 3D thing that they did was scary, man. I mean, that was like really, honest to God, creepy.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. That's the one. That, I watch one of those around Halloween time. They become friends with Frankenstein.
It is the scariest shit
They're
you will
friends
ever
with
see.
Frankenstein?
Well, they're afraid of him at first, but then they come to realize that he's misunderstood.
Oh, okay.
That picture up there, Andrew, yeah, the 3D one, that's some scary stuff.
Wait, they're kids. They're not chipmunks in that.
I know.
I'm not watching that.
I know.
What the fuck?
My kid is. Their noses are really disturbing, too. They have that one.
Ew, weird. They have a strict... Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, they are talented.
I'll start the bidding off. I don't think Jason will like this answer, but Bugs Bunny. Because
Why would I not like that?
He played guitar, he conducted orchestras, he did great drag shows where men would fall in love with him.
He did.
He did a lot of shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of mean, really.
I considered Bugs and then just dismissed him out of hand, but now I'm reconsidering again. You make a pretty good case.
He was a great actor. He was in all those movies.
He wasn't in a lot of movies. That was fake. He faked that he was in movies.
I see.
He was a very effective transsexual.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he boxed?
Yeah, but he only boxed Daffy Duck.
No. He fought the Bruiser.
Oh, did he?
Right? Didn't he fight the Bruiser? And he was in the opera.
He's kind of hot.
Can't you see that I'm much sweeter? I'm your little senorita.
He didn't have much of an ass.
See, I like that.
Yeah.
He's got a big puffy ass.
All right. Look, I can't think of anybody who's talented as an animal. I mean, okay, Mighty Mouse.
Right. I think has to be an immediate contender.
Right, because Mighty Mouse could lift buildings and stuff.
Yeah, he's strong like an answer.
Did he go around the world and make it go like a time machine? He did that, right?
He's essentially Superman. But
Who wins in a fight, him or Speedy Gonzales?
Well, he beats the shit out of Speedy if he can catch him.
Yeah, because it's like Superman is
the Flash.
Mighty Mouse and Flash is Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah, Speedy's going down. You can tell.
Okay, speed of speed. How about Roadrunner?
Roadrunner's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but he made the Coyote, who was super.
How is he
genius,
talented?
Screw up everything he ever tried.
A halfway competent criminal would have murdered the Roadrunner
I know.
in an afternoon.
I know.
But he painted walls.
Who's
that looked
faster, him or
tunnels that he
Speedy
could go
Gonzales?
through.
Speedy, right? And I feel like the Roadrunner is like good for like short distances.
Gasses out.
Yeah, I feel like Speedy can just do the globe a couple times if he has to.
Yeah.
Give him a land breeze.
With no food or water.
Roadrunner's got longer legs, man. Speedy Gonzales is going to tire out first.
He doesn't though. That's the thing.
I mean, the Coyote never dies.
Got a really high metabolism.
Yeah, the Coyote is a survivor.
He's cool.
He's a survivor. That's the best thing you can say about him.
It really is. I don't know. His credit seems excellent because Acme just keeps sending him shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to have a job.
He's rich.
Go ahead, Josh. Who do you think? He's not that fast. not very good looking.
I think the brain is more diabolical than Ren.
I know, and he's smarter. Ren is kind of a moron. You know? I mean, he fucks up all the time.
Yeah, he's just like a... He's just like an angry crack addict.
I feel like the brain would actually be successful if Pinky wasn't so stupid.
That's not the brain.
Oh.
No, I'm talking to Andrew.
He's just showing us Ren's brain.
Yes.
Are you unfamiliar with Pinky and the brain?
Wait, you don't know who they are?
But you can't know who Pinky and the Brain are and not know who the Brain is.
Yeah, that means you don't know who Pinky and the Brain are.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It's like saying I know Donnie and Marie, but who's Marie?
Is the brain an
fucking
animal?
Yeah, the English language is pretty tough.
Oh my god. I love that one. That is just the best with Kevin screaming in the background. Please play it. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's one of my favorite things ever.
The Brain's very talented. He was a successful country artist.
Eh? Oh, wait.
Because he correctly saw through how stupid modern country music was, so he just said all the shit. Like, he basically would have been huge to Andrew. Because he's just like, I have a cow. I enjoy trucks.
Does Satan...
People went, and he had a big cowboy hat on.
Does Satan count in South Park?
Satan's not an animal unless
okay.
you're counting humans as animals.
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, Satan's not a human, but he's not an...
I mean, he's got goat legs.
He's half animal. Yeah.
He's pretty useless, though.
Yeah.
Fucking cries all the time. He's pretty pathetic.
Could
Forget
do stuff,
about
but
it.
he never does.
Yeah. Who else is good? An animal.
Do Thundercats count?
I thought about that.
They're people, right? Because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, are they people, right?
No. They're not people.
Well,
if they're not people, then neither are the Thundercats.
Well, no, the Thundercats are a hybrid, though.
Yeah, well, so's a Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Are they? Or are they just turtles? I've never
Well,
seen
how the fuck are
say
they walking around like people, then?
They're
pretty people-y.
Because of the ooze. They were turtles. They were born straight up turtles, and then the ooze went on them, and it turned them into slacker teenager turtles. But they are turtles.
Was the ooze human semen? Because if so, then they're people, and if not...
I mean, there's a school of academia that would argue.
I feel like if they wear pants, they're human.
That's no fair.
Well, nobody else... Have you ever seen the Mutant Ninja Turtles with no pants?
But they all wear pants. The Chipmunks wear pants. Bugs Bunny wears...
Chipmunks don't have pants. They just wear T-shirts.
Mighty Mouse has...
I proved my point right there, because they take their fucking... They do not wear pants. They only wear T-shirts.
Mighty Mouse has a get-up.
Corey, what do you want? Corey! Good shit. Fucking jerk off asshole face. You know what I'm saying? Zach! Hey. Who the fuck is Perry the Platypus?
See, that's what I would have said.
You're tripping, bro.
That's what I would have said until about 2 years ago. He's a secret agent.
He is a secret agent.
He's actually pretty good at shit.
Inspector Gadget.
How good?
No, he's a robot.
It looks like he's doing some kung fu.
He's like James Bond. He saves the world like every episode. There's a completely unrelated subplot. He's Phineas and Ferb's pet, and they're just like, "Hey, where's Perry?" And then they just cut to him basically saving the world from Dr.
But Mighty Mouse would beat the fuck out of him.
Easily, yes.
Okay, so he's
Hong
not
Kong
that great.
Phooey.
Mighty Mouse. Wait. Yeah.
Who wins in a fight, Mighty Mouse or Kung Fu Panda?
Mighty Mouse.
Kung Fu Panda is the chosen one, or whatever.
Yeah, but
Can his skin not be penetrated? I mean, I know it's cartoons, but sooner or later somebody's flesh is going to open up in this brawl. And I know that like a lot of kids might be listening, but we're trying to decide who's going to win in a brawl out of the two toughest people in animal cartoon land. And I hate to break it to you, but unlike all the other fights you've seen these guys have, somebody's gonna break open. Like there's gonna be blood.
There's gonna be blood on the fur.
I think Mighty Mouse runs through and comes out the other side like an animal bullet.
Yeah, you can't block that. You cannot block that.
Well, actually, you've just touched on one of Kung Fu Panda's elite skills, which is his ability to block things with his stomach. And
yeah, but it's Mighty Mouse.
Can we see a clip of Mighty Mouse in action? Because I feel like we may be giving him a little bit of a halo effect.
Dude, he rips through buildings and shit.
Yeah, once people die,
like he makes
canonize
he
them.
carries planets. He does. He's thrown comets off course and shit.
His theme song's not very tough.
No.
Okay, I mean he's
fucking
muscular. He's not all that defined.
I can't help but think of Andy Kaufman.
He's fucking top heavy.
Okay, he's flying around. Oh come on, he just beat up 2 wolves. Big deal.
Yeah.
Oh come on, he just punched
a shark.
He just knocked out a great white shark.
He just punched a guy with malaria in the face like 20 times, and the guy didn't go down.
He just punched. Look,
wait, he's picking up a rocket.
Look, he threw a rocket.
Now he's chasing the rocket. Now he.
Oh, I fucking hate him.
He can fly in space on a rocket. I'm telling you, Kung Fu Panda beats him up.
He's clearly wearing.
Okay, if he can throw a rocket into space and then get on the rocket and talk to you about it as he flies into space,
yeah.
How can Kung Fu Panda beat that? But I will tell you this: I'd way rather hang out with Kung Fu Panda. I think Mighty Mouse is a fucking tool. So he drops off on coolness.
He sucks.
He's a stiff.
That's just him on screen. He may have been really cool on
screen. No, he fucking sucks. He sucks as a person for sure. Wait, why are we watching a cartoon of a guy making sheep take their clothes off? Who? Oh.
Oh, so the wolf is robbing them of their clothes?
I don't want to see this. It doesn't. Mighty Mouse is now not on the list of contenders.
No.
Just because of what a douche he is.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
So it's got to be kind of cool as well. It's got to be everything, you know?
So Thundercats are not allowed?
I mean, I'm okay with it, but it's like, which one is? Is it just all of them? Because
Lion-O. Or, I mean, the blind guy could fly the plane.
Lion-O, like literally, a child named them. Lion-O.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Mr. Lion.
What are you gonna call this guy, Lion-O? Kyle, welcome to the show. Yeah, I missed man. Who's Man Bear Pig again?
Show us Man Bear Pig.
Oh fuck, that is terrifying.
That's awesome.
But he is part man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what the hell are we doing here? He just said the word man. I know.
What percentage of man disqualifies you? It appears to be 33%.
Any percent. Shane, welcome to the show.
If you're going for intelligence, Gadget for Rescue Rangers.
I'm gonna check this out.
Gadget from Rescue Ranger.
What is the Rusty Rangers?
Rescue Rangers.
Oh.
The Rusty Rangers is better.
Wait, this is a girl. Sorry.
So?
From the Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
There's a sexy picture of her.
Wait, she's a little girl. Wait, what the fuck am I doing right now?
No, what?
I'm watching
Man, can Japan have a normal orgasm for once?
a rat woman. A porn rat woman finger herself. This is not cool, man. No, she's not the
showing
ultimate.
Us sexy pictures of Gadget.
Of rat woman. Rat woman. Well, we're not supposed to be into that. Hey, Mitch, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man.
I was thinking if we're talking talent, maybe Felix the cat. He's got that bag. He could pretty much do anything with that bag.
Wait, what?
Okay.
What did
Yeah.
What did he
Yeah,
do?
I'm not familiar with that bag doing shit.
Is he that?
The cat, he would just pull pretty much anything out of that bag.
All right, I'm gonna do
I'm
some
interested in
research.
this
Andrew,
bag.
show me cartoons of Felix the Cat. Wait, from 59.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
he
is
is not going to be
super
looking
old.
good in 59.
In fact,
Wait, how
he's
can this
like-
be 59 if it's color?
Because they could draw color, they just couldn't film color.
Oh yeah, fucking balls.
He's public domain now, I believe.
This guy sucks.
He's got an escalator coming out of his bag. Okay, Felix is cruising. He's pretty confident. I'll give him that.
He's got the Steamboat Willie walk.
He does. Excellent form.
I don't know if I can continue doing this.
Okay, so he's got a telescope. Oh no, that's the
His
guy.
bag doesn't even move.
Anything can come out of the bag. So
Yeah, but
it's
he's
the
just
bag
some
that's
dude.
talented. He just owns the bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we do most talented bag.
Oh yeah, right? Yeah, no.
That's a Gucci bag, isn't it?
He's just a lucky son of a bitch who found a bag. Born on third base, thought he hit a triple.
Justin, welcome to the show.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Hey.
How about
I mean, Scooby-Doo's kind of useless. He doesn't do anything. I mean, if you're a stoner, you might like... He doesn't fucking solve anything the other people do.
He always,
He runs away from
Yeah, he accidentally like uncovers stuff because he's running from things.
he always pops up at the end with a mask on and makes everybody laugh.
He's a less convincing woman than Bugs Bunny.
True.
And they say you can judge a man by the company he keeps.
Mm-hmm.
And he just hangs out with Shaggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're useless.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo sucks too. And that one also keeps going for no good reason. How can you
He
explain
does look
that?
better in drag, though. Igmus.
Hey, I think Jerry from Papa Jerry, he's pretty much been able to do anything, right?
No, he cannot.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, he's smart.
He can do anything to Tom,
Which one's Jerry?
the mouse.
Yeah. Tomcat,
Ah, yes.
Jerry Mouse.
And I feel like, I mean, a lot of times he ends up getting that bulldog to help him win a lot of the shit. He doesn't actually do it himself. Yeah, he's fucking useless too. He can't talk.
Yeah, compared to Tom, he's great, but you take him into another scenario and he's going to be dead.
Yeah, this is pretty much the Roadrunner all over again.
Yeah. I can't think of any more animal cartoons that are cool. They
That's
kind of suck. They're like not cool.
Yeah. I keep
He
can't
sucks.
do a goddamn thing. What does he
Yeah.
do?
So what?
That's not a talent. Being rich is
I
not
know,
a
you're
talent.
just super talented money.
He just exploits people.
Yeah, he's kind of a prick.
I mean, fucking Launchpad McQuack is more talented, and he's terrible.
There's no way that guy isn't fucking like coming out with a robot and putting his duck boner on people.
Oh, I thought he was coming out with a robot. That makes a lot more sense
Yeah.
when I think about it.
Tigger fucking sucks. He's fucking useless, pathetic.
Bounces on his tail.
Tigger's a wonderful thing,
But he's not the ultimate.
but he's not the ultimate.
Can't even talk.
SpongeBob is not a fucking animal. It's a sponge, you idiot, Craig.
But a sponge is an animal.
No, it isn't.
In the ocean, it is.
You can't say that. It's a sponge.
But I just
You
don't...
could say that his friend the starfish could be in this, but he can't. A fucking sponge is not an animal.
It is. I always assumed that the reason why he was...
Wait, a sponge is a sponge.
Yeah, but sponges is something you clean up your sink with.
That's what he is.
He is square.
Dude, he's an actual sponge. You haven't seen him take it. He's been taken out of the ocean before and used to clean a fucking pan.
But you
He was
Yeah.
super bummed out about it.
But you can do that with a sea sponge, too.
Yeah, but
He's not a sea sponge.
when you take him out of the ocean, this is true. When you
I can't
take
believe
him
I'm
out of the
having this
ocean-
argument. He's a fucking sponge. SpongeBob!
When you take, I know, but
I
look,
know sea sponge.
No,
Bob.
no,
It's not sea
Hey,
SpongeBob!
I got it. Listen. Yes, sponges are animals, but SpongeBob specifically
No!
is. Yes, of course.
Sponges are not animals!
Sponge
I mean,
is a
are you
plant.
I'm not clear. Are you familiar? Are they plants?
This sponge is. He's
Come
a
on, Google
square!
it, Mister
Can you
Google
please
Face.
see a sea sponge.
Yeah, he's not a sea sponge!
Is a
Sea sponges
sponge
aren't
a-
square!
Look,
Sea sponges are a fucking weird round thing!
look. No, look. When
He's
you
not
take
that.
SpongeBob out of the water, he is a household.
Thank you.
sponge.
Yes, that's right.
So in this case, 100%, SpongeBob is not
Thank you.
an animal.
I mean, how many times have
He's
I
made
said
out of an
Okay, wait,
he
wait,
comes
wait.
out. He comes out, and then they wash him in the sink, and he's a full-on square sponge that you buy from the store. Don't tell me that they get those from the bottom of the ocean and then just shape them into a square.
There are conflicting reports online. I'm seeing the straight up sentence SpongeBob is a sea sponge. An underwater creature.
That's
and
in-
I'm also seeing.
That's
No,
the
no, no,
dumbest.
no, no.
That's the dumbest thing. Whoever said that's an absolute moron.
Show us SpongeBob out of the water or SpongeBob dried up. Because you'll see.
Yep, you will.
Clearly that he is a kitchen sponge.
Clearly.
So there it is, the real picture there.
Look, there's his friend, the starfish,
No.
and there's SpongeBob right next to him, the square sponge.
Go to that other picture that you almost hit. You were almost yeah, right on the grass. Nope, right there.
God.
And
there it is.
That's a picture of a starfish in a kitchen.
Yes, and that was on the cartoon.
Dude, that is a picture of a fucking starfish and a kitchen sponge from the movie SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yep.
Because I watched the movie.
It says the guy who created it was making him a sea sponge and just couldn't get Nickelodeon to approve the drawings, so he tried a kitchen sponge and they went for it.
Right, so he's a kitchen
I
sponge.
suppose he is. I don't know that he's like elite level talented in any of it.
He makes
He can't even drive a car. He like failed his license like 100,000 times.
True.
Austin, welcome to the show.
Yeah, if you're talking about the most talented animal, it's clearly from what I've learned in your show, it's Droopy. He's the best newscaster.
Yeah, but as we already proved earlier in the show, newscasting doesn't take much. Thank you.
Okay, I've got a legitimate
Okay, good.
one that really maybe is.
Yeah.
It would be Jake from Finn and Jake on Adventure Time. I was thinking because
Wow, that is a very confident statement considering
he can do a lot of stuff. You're right.
he can stretch into. He turned into a car before. He can turn himself. He can stretch into any shape. Finn can climb inside him and use him as a suit of armor. He's got a lot going for him. He can talk. He makes up great songs. He makes pancakes.
Wait, the dog makes pancakes?
Yes.
He can do anything.
Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
He just can't win.
Wait,
though.
does he sing that while he's doing it?
Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
I'm not sure if I want to do that all
It's
the
a good
time.
song.
What about if you tell him not to sing it, will he stop?
No, you can't tell him what to do.
No. He's different. He's friendly.
Well, I'm getting two different
He's got a little
reports.
dude.
Right, so if I was like, hey man, don't sing the pancake song, would he stop?
I think you don't.
If you said, "Hey man, could you please not?" then he would.
He's going to sing another different kind of pancake song, isn't he? Just as annoying.
I mean, it's within the realm.
To
of
me, it
possibility.
sounds like I'm just going to be hanging out with fucking Jimmy Fallon. I don't want to fucking. I don't want to fucking hear about it.
But if you're talking strictly talent, that's pretty talented. Is all I'm saying.
He just can't win because he doesn't. There are a lot of people listening who don't even know who he is. It's like the same reason why, Danzig is not going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame even if he belongs there.
Right.
Very
You
sad.
just have to have achieved a certain level of notoriety as a cartoon animal.
Andrew, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, clearly Roger Rabbit. You can't kill him, and in the end, he gets a girl.
He stinks.
He's pretty pathetic.
Does
He doesn't run anything. He's not cool. His pants are like super baggy.
His gimmick is being a bitch.
Yeah.
Like his catchphrase is "Hide me, Eddie."
Yeah, and his
Please.
girlfriend's fucking other people all the time. I mean, he doesn't know about it.
And is he one of the characters that wins by accident?
Yeah. Yeah, everything is an accident.
So he's another roadrunner, and that.
Is Jessica Rabbit a rabbit?
She's got to be. I
Or
mean,
did she just take his name in marriage?
if she's a rabbit, she could be up there just based. I mean, she's a human. This is a
she's
ridiculous
clearly a human.
conversation.
Yes.
Okay, now we're over to Jordan. Welcome to the show, Jordan.
Hey man, what about SWAT cats?
Who is SWAT? Who's SWAT Cat?
Yeah, so I think they were brothers. I don't even remember their names. Those two cats, they flew fighter jets. They fought like a guy that controlled time. Pretty badass.
Oh! What about fucking He-Man's fucking tiger? Beastmaster! Oh, he's half human. Fucking fuck.
Wait, what was his tiger's name again? Is it like Tigero?
No,
Tiger A.
I think it was like Gay Cat or something.
Gay cat, I command you.
Raw, sounds good, He-Man.
It's Battle Cat, right?
Yeah, Battle Cat.
Yeah, but Battle Cat's a bitch when
He is a
He-Man
bitch.
doesn't have the power.
He's kind of a bitch when he's Battle Cat.
A little bit. Everybody on that show is a little bit of a bitch.
It's a good point. Everybody is nothing wrong with it. I'm one of them, but they are the gayest people in cartoon worlds, universes. Yeah, so no Battle Cat and God damn it, Beastmaster. You could have ruled. Brandon.
Yeah,
Thank you.
What about Mufasa or Scar from Lion King?
I never saw that movie. Who is in the main? That guy was pretty blown away by that.
I saw it for the first time kind of recently.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is he the Lion King? He gets killed.
Yeah. Scar was
Oh,
way better.
way to go, Michael! Fuck. Well, now I'm not seeing it. I think it's that. Shit.
It happens in like the first 5 minutes. I can tell you the rest of the movie if you like.
Scar is
may as
way
well.
better. It's the journey, not the destination, Jason. Scar is a way better choice for that.
Mark, welcome to the show.
Sonic
Okay,
the
you need to
Hedgehog.
get a phone. Sonic the Hedgehog's a fucking moron. Like, yeah, sell me some fries or something.
What about the what was the orangutan from Jungle Book? He had a great song he made up that I wanna be like you.
Wait, and that makes him
I
the
wanna
coolest
talk like
animal
you,
in the world,
talk
in the
like
cartoon,
you.
in the cartoon world.
King Louis.
He was Louis Armstrong. He played the trumpet like nobody's business.
You know Christopher Walken is him in the new one.
Yeah.
He sings the song.
Yeah.
It's a pretty incredible song, but he's basically just the ruler of a cave full of monkeys.
But he
And
rules
he's
them.
like-
They
That's-
all
that's
serve him.
Pretty close to what's
And
actually
he's
going on.
giant.
Well, he's like 20 times the size of all the other monkeys that he rules. I mean, it would be weird if he wasn't the ruler.
He's way bigger than all the people too.
Did you see that they tried to reopen that case about the lady that died on the boat when he was on there with that other famous guy?
Natalie Wood, I did.
They're trying to
see
say
this.
that the other guy was potentially responsible for killing his wife on that boat.
Robert Wagner?
Yeah.
Robert Wagner, and who was the? It was one of the. Who's that family? Who's the other person on the boat?
Yeah, because it was her parents' boat. Did you know that? Like, those famous actors were on her boat, and she disappeared, and it was her parents' boat. And it was 2 Hollywood actors, and she fucking disappeared.
They had an accident. I mean, they had an argument right before that, apparently, too. I think.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that. I do know that, yeah, he's a person of interest because they've reopened the case.
He has no comment.
It's got to be weird. Whoever did something to just, at a certain point, maybe you have like a weird dream here and there, but you do get on with your life. I mean, almost anything you get on with your life, and then the past comes back and you're just right back in the shit of...
Yeah, but the past comes back to bite you. I mean, you've done some things that might come back to bite you. Might think about it every now and then. Have you ever killed a lady and drowned her off the side? I mean, what kind of nightmare is that one?
Yeah.
You know? And I got away with it because I'm a Hollywood elite. Like, fuck, man. I guess some people can walk around that in their head. I couldn't. It's really gnarly.
O.J. Simpson.
Yep. Kyle, welcome to the show.
Hey, I got two suggestions for you. Street Shark or the Mighty Ducks?
Who is... I think I know who...
The Mighty Ducks are children.
Street Shark have legs.
And pants.
Yeah.
They're wearing a belt.
Yeah, they're straight up humans, bro. I mean, man, they are the
I mean, the
funniest
top
dudes
half.
ever.
It's very sharky, but
Wait, who was... The Mighty Duck... Holy weak shit! Those are the worst guys ever. Mighty Duck.
ducks can be scary.
The greatest animal cartoon, and they've got pants on!
They're not even the most talented cartoon ducks.
Yeah, stop.
I mean, I'm not even sure they're in the top 5.
They're not even ranked, you know?
You got Donald, you got Daffy, you got Scrooge, you got Launchpad,
Who's Darkwing?
Howard the... Darkwing Duck?
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, is there like is there a gorilla or something that is... Wasn't there a...
Magilla Gorilla? Is that a thing?
Darkwing looks just like
Darkman?
the Scarlet Pumpernickel.
Magilla Gorilla? He
That's
was
the
pretty
thing, right?
badass.
What do you do?
The Hair Bears.
Well, let's
Okay,
not...
sorry.
Magilla Gorilla, then we'll go Hair Bear, because Magilla Gorilla was pretty sweet. He worked, right? And he had like a little midget boss guy. And
Suspenders, hat.
he worked in the pet shop. Wait, is the pet shop guy selling him and no one will buy him? Was that Magilla Gorilla's life? Wow, I didn't know that.
Wow, yeah, he's holding a sign that says gorilla for sale.
I always liked Magilla Gorilla. I didn't know he's a slave to like a little midget white man.
Wow.
He's in a store. Wait, this whole time I was watching
Yeah, this cartoon's way deeper.
Magilla Gorilla, I thought he was free. Like he was hanging out with people. Man, every Magilla Gorilla starts where he's just didn't. Oh man, he's he's like sad, telling people to buy me.
Literally selling himself.
Yeah, no one will buy him.
That's a pitiful.
I don't remember that. See, because I saw Magilla Gorilla on a motorcycle. Wait, he was on a motorcycle in a cage for sale.
Free motorcycle with this monkey and nobody's still buying.
It's just the plot of every episode.
I didn't know any of
I
that.
don't think I watched this one.
Wow. Holy letdown.
Nobody Wants This Gorilla should be the name of that show.
I know. I mean, we're talking seasons of nobody bought him. You know? And it was the little girl that wanted him. That's right. He had a little girl. Okay, he would go back there, but he did have a companion, and she would always walk around, and Magilla Gorilla would always save her from stuff. And he would get back to his master
And he would go back
just
for
in
sale.
time. Yeah.
He would save a human and then just go back to...
He was just all about saving her the whole time.
All right.
He tried to sell him for 25 cents and no one would buy him.
That's so sad.
Who was yours, Will?
No, I was trying to think of other gorilla characters, but I'm stuck on bears. I keep thinking about bears because there's not only the Hair Bear bunch.
I don't know the Hair Bears.
But there's also, what about Sugar Bear?
Hair Bear Bunch was pretty cool, actually.
Wait, Sugar Bear? Is he the guy with the cereal?
Can't get enough of them golden crisps.
Wait, but Hair Bear Bunch had an invisible motorcycle, right? Anybody that's got an invisible motorcycle is cool with me. And the Hair Bear Bunch, there's no doubt in my mind that the Hair Bear Bunch smoked weed 24/7.
Oh yeah, no, they're all very groovy. They're wearing groovy clothes.
Yeah, they were far out, man, and they had an invisible bike. And wait, Magilla Gorilla was friendly with. He had fucking hippo and elephant friends. Some of these guys are underdogs that are coming up pretty hard right now. I did not know that Magilla Gorilla could have friends. Look, and so did the fucking Hair Bear Bunch, man. They friends with all the zoo people. Hair Bear Bunch fucking ran rings around all the. Oh, they surfed? Okay, Hair Bear Bunch is right up there with the coolest cartoon animals in the world.
I think they had a band.
Can I see a clip of them? I do not know.
He used to have shit in his afro, Michael. He would just pull shit out of his afro.
Yeah, like that bag that dumb cat carries around.
Yeah, these guys seem very mighty.
No, they're tricking the guy.
Yeah, it's a trick.
They want to go to the North Woods.
Yeah.
Man, that is a fuckboy. He's got a cut-off vest and a scarf around his neck. And a belt.
That's an ascot.
Oh, yeah, he has no pants on. They all have no pants on. Just realized.
That afro guy is making me uncomfortable.
I know.
Yeah, good point.
The one guy just has a mangy face and asshole. That was his friend.
Yeah.
Is that the leader?
No. He's just one of the. Wait, mangy face and asshole is not a part of the Hair Bear Bunch. This is like they met him in the woods.
They got a pool table. They got a place.
They got like a clubhouse.
Yeah. Now Sugar Bear, like in the 70s,
I don't know who Sugar Bear is.
He was just like some kind of drug taking, drug fueled sugar bear. But then, somewhere in the 80s, he turned into a muscle bound attack bear, and they changed it from Sugar Crisp to Golden Super Crisps.
Well, yeah, that's just the 70s. The psychedelic 70s giving way to the go-go 80s.
He's not that buff.
No.
He switched from pills to blow.
What would happen? They would say,
steroids.
We need some Sugar Bear or whatever. And then he'd be like, "Bruh," and he would like have a six-pack, and he'd be all like coming at you with his claws.
I'm not even sure he's cooler than Chester Cheetah.
Yeah.
Chester Cheetah sucks.
Wait, what? Chester Cheetah's sweet.
He is not the coolest.
He's not the coolest, but still, he makes kids do bad shit to people.
He's like the Dos Equis guy of snacks.
Yeah. That's pretty spot on. Man.
sunglasses.
Andrew brings up photos of the Cheetos, shitting Cheetos out of his ass.
That's great.
That's what Cheetos are.
into a bag of Cheetos.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Question.
Yeah.
I know a character who's not human. Count Chocula.
He was human.
Yeah, he's a vampire.
He's not.
Vampires are humans that are dead now.
Doesn't he live forever?
He's not a vampire dog. And that's the end of it.
Okay, all right. Just testing.
He's a
the
vampire
boundaries.
man. He was a man.
All right.
Yeah.
He's just a guy who likes cereal.
And he wasn't that cool either, really.
Hey, he doesn't have to be cool. He has to be talented, right?
Well, what the
Right,
fuck
right,
talent does
okay.
Count Chocula have?
He can murder people with his teeth.
Did he though? Like he didn't. He looks like he's got marshmallow teeth. I don't think he was fucking hurt anybody.
I've never seen him murder anyone.
Yeah, he seemed like more of a fucking just a rubber mouth guy.
Yeah, I mean, we can speculate about what any of these characters are doing off screen,
Right.
but we can only judge them on their public record.
Right, gotcha.
Did
Fair
Pink
enough.
Panther do anything?
Nah.
He stole a diamond. He stole the diamond. He stole the biggest diamond in the world.
That's pretty talented.
Yeah, but he's just a rip-off of Bugs Bunny.
He's got a cool theme song.
Bugs Bunny's cooler than him.
Yep. Okay.
Better theme song, I will agree with that.
Yeah.
Snoopy. Did Snoopy get laid?
Nah.
No, he never was.
Nobody
he never
in that
saw
show
him
got
date
laid.
anybody.
Yeah.
He did. No, he didn't even fly an airplane. He pretended to.
Yeah. No, that was completely imaginary.
Yeah.
He was not actually the greatest
Right.
World War II pilot.
Mario! What do you got? It's not bad.
He's good at jumping over barrels. No, he's not. He's good at throwing barrels.
He's pretty cool.
He's good at abducting women.
Well, that's
Is that a talent?
it's important, Michael. Glad you got that out on the radio.
Just over and over and over
Yeah.
again.
Right.
Yeah, no, I guess he's not that cool. Who's Dark? Oh, Darkwing. Get the fuck. Who's Sinlong from Dragon Ball? Fuck Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that's
I'm not going
The fuck
down,
outta here.
Dragon
Justify that
Ball.
with-
I'm also not going down Pikachu Lane or anything.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Those are not animals.
No, they're monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
not the
Yeah, they're pocket monsters.
Um,
The name.
what about
Pokemon.
that donkey that hangs out with the green guy?
Oh yeah, the donkey. Yeah, Shrek donkey.
I guess he doesn't really do
I think his
anything
name
cool
is
though.
Donkey, right?
Yeah, I believe.
What about Garfield?
Garfield can't do shit.
He's very lazy.
I mean, Heathcliff was more talented.
Fuck off! Who the fuck is?
What did Garfield do? His thing is that he doesn't do anything. He eats lasagna.
It's pretty talented for a cat to eat lasagna. I mean, didn't he order it sometimes too?
No, I think John just kept making it
Yes.
and he would steal it.
No, that's not true. I've watched ones where he bamboozles people into getting him lasagna.
Wait, have we talked about Top Cat?
But he couldn't talk. He could only think
Who's
things.
Top Cat? No, he can talk to the dog.
Top
Ah,
Cat's
Top Cat!
He's like a pimp.
Top Cat was a fucking whore. He's a bad man.
Yeah, but basically
Top Cat was a bad man.
Okay, wait,
Top Cat is a cat hair bearer. Basically.
Yeah, but he might have been better. It's, I don't really know Top Cat. I'm reading
I don't
the
remember. I used
description.
to watch it, and I don't remember his eyes being that googly moogly.
He is a yellow alley cat who's the leader of a gang of
Yeah.
Manhattan alley cats living in Hoagie's Alley. The gang,
And he's running from the coppers all the
the
time.
gang constantly attempts to earn a quick buck, usually through illegal scams.
Yeah, they're drug
Wow.
runners.
He sounds pretty cool.
Confidence men. Cat.
Okay, you think he's pretty cool? Play a fucking segment of him because he was. I mean, he can't even. There's not one straight eye in his head. Hey, Michael, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey.
Rocco's a wallaby. I just wanted to put him up there because he's a wallaby. Wallabies are from Australia and Jason's Australian.
No, that makes sense. Thanks for
Is
calling
it
in.
illegal where you live?
No, I live in New Jersey.
So you just smoke it illegally?
Just buy it from a guy.
Right.
Right on. Thanks.
Not
man.
yet, hopefully. I like Rocco and stuff, but
He's nowhere near it. I mean, yes, he is a wallaby, and thank you for pointing that out, incredibly high phone caller. But he is not the great. Oh, how dare you put up Cluck McFuck? I hate that
No, it's
guy.
Foghorn Leghorn, not Cluck McFuck.
Fuck him. Just shut up.
He stinks. Brian Griffin from Family Guy has sex with attractive women.
I'm sorry. Who? Wait, that dog does not have sex with attractive women on that show.
He does too.
Who does he fuck in the show?
Okay, actresses.
He just wants to fuck the mum all the time. He never fucks her though, right?
He definitely kind of cuckolds Brian, like emotionally, but he dates. Well,
Yeah.
Jillian was the girlfriend he had for a while. Like, he fully fucks hot chicks.
Oh.
Definitely.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, his girlfriend's pretty smoking.
Okay, she is pretty hot. I mean, her head's really big, but I guess in that world, that kind of it evens itself out.
Stewie beats the shit out of him, though.
For a dog,
You're getting beat up by a baby is not cool, and that shows you're not very powerful.
That's
but for a dog to be able to pick up a lady at a bar, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but he gets beat up by a baby, really bad.
Yeah, a lot.
It's a bad look.
The Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat. I don't remember that.
Well, he's a book, but then they
they ruined him in a movie.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, come on, man. Is he really? I mean, he's fucking
He's
annoying.
a crazy.
I'm
awesome
sorry,
shit.
but Jim Carrey made me not like him.
It wasn't Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey was Cat in the Hat.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No,
Yes,
I
he
thought
was.
it was.
Oh, you're right, Mike Myers.
Oh,
Mike
was
Myers,
sorry.
Yeah, Jim Carrey was the Grinch.
Not bad. Sean, welcome to the show. Oh God! Can you
But
headbutt
dude,
the dashboard of your car, sir?
Oh,
Man. Who's Hing Kong Fooey?
Winnie the Pooh can barely
It's-
wear a shirt.
Hong Kong Fooey is #1 super guy, but he doesn't win because he wins by accident, so he's automatically.
Oh.
But his
okay.
cat was pretty smart, but who cares? Nobody knows who Hong Kong Fooey's cat is. Yes.
Why? Oh.
It plays up to a lot of Asian stereotypes.
Is Hong Kong Fooey not Asian?
Even if he is,
Yeah,
does it really
it's-
make a difference?
No, it's,
Alright.
yeah.
Alright. It was a different time.
Yes, it was.
He's pretty good at karate chops.
No, yeah. No.
Just saying, he de-leaved those two trees pretty quick.
Is this really his
He's
theme
got
song?
It's a version of his theme song. It's not the original theme song.
It's a pretty good song.
Hey, it's funky.
He just robbed that hot chick. He wears a smoking jacket.
I think that's supposed
No
to be a
pants
karate robe.
to prove he's an animal.
I say. I like his style, but he's not going to win.
Nah. What about the dog that goes in the plane?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. What is that guy?
it's named after his laugh. Snagglepuss. Snagglepuss, is it?
No.
Snicker?
Is he different from the dog in Duck Hunt?
I don't know, but this guy was first because he was hanging out with that weird fucking pirate guy, whatever his name is, Dick Dastardly
and Muttley.
and
Yeah,
Muttley.
but
That's
there
right.
was more than one dog that laughed that way.
Yeah, but they got it from Muttley. Muttley's OG.
Who's Snagglepuss?
Maybe an ex-girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
I'm told there's a very talented.
Snagglepuss was talented.
There's a very talented My Little Pony called Rainbow Dash.
Okay.
Just in the spirit of inclusion, I wanted to mention that.
Yes, very good. We're all inclusive here.
Emily, who have you got?
No labels.
Hobbs from what?
Calvin and Hobbes.
What's Calvin and Hobbes?
It's the kid peeing on shit. The lion,
Oh,
the stuffed lion.
so lame.
He's awesome, but he can't do shit.
I mean, so lame. Who's Gizmo the duck?
No idea. Have we talked about Underdog?
Who's Underdog?
Another superhero.
I only know Underdog Lady.
Gizmo's a robot duck.
That doesn't count.
Yeah. Underdog's a superhero.
Is he better than...
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse beats the shit out of him, but Underdog is cooler because he's like a receding hairline old man superhero. So that kind of makes him even more confusingly awesome.
Let's see a little bit of Underdog in action to determine this. 'Cause
Man, cartoons were tough. 'Cause 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 carto
Yeah, just the content they had for children. You
Right.
fuckers will watch anything.
So it's a giant
Okay,
robot.
there's a bad guy who's chasing, like, Phyllis Diller cat.
No, it's a dog lady.
Okay,
Dog
here
lady.
he comes.
See what he does. It's taking a long time
Yeah,
to fly
man.
there.
Looks like he's flying fast, but he's not really covering any ground.
And his suit doesn't really fit him.
He did break apart a giant robot.
In one punch.
Yeah, but he's so useless.
God, it's... Mighty Mouse might be cooler than him, which is really saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mighty Mouse was like a nerdy kid, and then he turns into a nerdy superhero mutt.
Underdog, yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
sucks.
his shit does not fit at all.
Wow.
I wonder where they got that idea.
Why, do you know?
Wouldn't it be Superman?
Look, I think...
What's Danger Mouse do?
Who's Danger Mouse?
That's another.
Okay, Danger Mouse might be a winner. He looks cool. He's got a cool sports car.
It's got patch.
He's
He's
missing
got
an eye.
bombs. Is he missing an eye, or is it just a vibe?
Either way.
It's pretty cool.
Here we go.
He's looking a little like an... He looks like an English homo.
He ran away from the bomb.
He
Again.
seems very skilled at running away from
Yeah.
dangerous situations.
Oh no, he leaped and caught that guy, but... Oh no, he can't.
Now he runs away from another bomb.
Yeah, he's a bit of a pussy.
That's 3 bombs he's run away from.
His sports car now looks like shit. Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, Danger
But
Mouse.
you have to consider the time period. That was basically a Lamborghini.
No, because No, that sucked.
Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah, Taz! He's cool.
Powerful.
But he can't talk. He can't control
he
him.
just destroys things. He just
Good point.
destroys and without reason.
That's pretty cool, though.
It's cool, but I don't think that that's necessarily a giant talent. You have to be able to do something on command, right?
Okay.
Brett on Twitter points out that Bugs Bunny was able to play basketball successfully against Michael Jordan.
Wow.
Wait. No, he was on the same team as Michael
Oh,
Jordan.
was he?
So that's bullshit. But he
Who did they
did...
play? But did they play...
I think he beat Patrick Ewing, though.
That's pretty good.
Wait,
Wait.
This changes things. I never saw...
No, it wasn't Patrick Ewing. Pat was on...
was on Team Human.
Who did he actually beat in...
Yeah,
one
were
of the...
there some aliens that came that were like that were
Monster.
Yeah, but they took power from some other guys.
Oh, I see. I did not know that.
Oh, you...
If only we had someone
Yeah,
who
he
could find
took...
out this information.
No, he took the power from... Who's the guy that used to dress as his grandmother?
Larry Johnson.
Yeah, so he did beat Larry Johnson.
Larry, and this is before Larry Johnson had the knee problem.
Yeah, no, it's Larry in his heyday where he's raining dunks everywhere. And he beat him.
He was a treat.
What? Right, and he beat him. And he beat...
Patrick Ewing was bang.
Okay.
He beat Cassell. No, he didn't.
Okay, but like, who is the ball actually running through on the Space Jam team? Is Michael Jordan still the featured scorer? If there's like 3 seconds left on the shot clock,
Yeah.
who's taking the shot?
It was MJ. MJ took the shot. Sorry, spoiler alert.
But also, I mean, look, but
He hits it too.
But yeah, but also, I mean, this guy he's hanging with Jordan. I mean, he is on the level of playing basketball with Jordan.
And that's not the only thing that he does. Like, I feel like he.
Yeah, but isn't Elmer Fudd? Doesn't Elmer Fudd get a point?
He's a person.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, how good of
not
a
a
fucking
pig.
team is it if Elmer Fudd scores?
Yeah, no, that's a terrific point.
I mean, and if you really want to get critical, no disrespect to what's his name that's on the screen right now? Bill Murray. Bill Murray he hit a point. I mean, that was not a great day for the NBA.
Is it true that Goofy was a dog that owned a dog?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, Pluto, right? Did Goofy own Pluto or
No,
another dog?
Mickey owns Pluto.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
No, they're friends. Oh, he did walk him. That's odd. That's a really odd universe.
Yeah.
You either have pet dogs or you have friend dogs. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, I mean, it would only be fair if every now and then the other one stood up and they walked the other way.
It's so weird to me that there's so many really genuinely undeniably classic Disney movies, but at the core of it, the characters suck so bad. It is so weird that is like such a massive cultural thing. Mickey Mouse sucks. Minnie Mouse sucks.
Yeah, but that's
and
the
kids
people
still
just
love them.
no, they don't.
Kids are it is a magic moment when you see Mickey at Disneyland.
I feel like yes, it's a magic moment to see him, the stuffed suit guy at Disneyland, but they don't love the cartoon. I don't think Disney's never had a, not anymore.
That's actually not true. Believe it or not,
or do they do the baby ones now?
The Tsum Tsums.
Is that what they call them now?
Oh God.
There's like 2 Mickey Mouse series going on right now, and one of them is like old school, like it kind of looks like the 30s stuff. It's actually very, very good. But for the longest time, that was true. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse sucks dick.
Hey, Scott. What's up? Who's Fritz the
Oh
Cat?
yeah, doesn't he like do heroin?
Oh, he's okay. Okay, this dude's
That's
sweet.
true. That
Wait,
is
what?
true. He is super.
Wait, Fritz Cat is
badass.
like groping a chick
Oh
in
yeah,
this.
yeah. Fritz is no joke. I don't know
Whoa!
if it makes him talented, but he's like hardcore.
Yeah, he's the most degenerate, easily.
Man, he's just like groping titties.
Yeah, if that was the contest, most degenerate
Ryan.
animal.
Hey man, big fan of the show.
Thanks.
For you. We're talking about talented animals. What about Secret Squirrel?
Secret Squirrel.
Who is Secret Squirrel?
It's
Thanks,
a
Ed.
spy detective type.
Secret Squirrel.
Yep.
He did not do a lot of cool stuff.
Yay.
Like, does Fritz the Cat actually do drugs?
Yeah, and he's cool. Josh, what's up?
Hey guys, how's it going? So I was listening, I thought of 2 actually. Launchpad McQuack is one of them. He was a pilot for Darkwing Duck in DuckTales.
And who's the other?
Say again?
I remember
Who's the
that.
other? Because this guy sucks. That guy's...
He was Scrooge McDuck's pilot, and he was a terrible pilot.
Yeah. What about Grape Ape?
Grape Ape.
What did he do? Oh, he's cool.
He said grape ape a lot, and he turned into a marijuana.
Wait, what?
There's a strain, grape ape.
Oh. Yeah, Grape Ape rode a van like a roller skate. He just sat on it. And wait, was his friend a dog that drove the van?
Yeah, basically he's skateboarding. An electric skateboard.
And of course he could destroy anything, right? He just crushed everybody.
He's giant.
And he's friendly.
But he's not the brains of the operation, obviously.
Well, they do come together. I mean, and they're both animals.
Yeah, but it's what's the Master Blaster situation where it's 2 individuals making up one.
See, I don't really think so. I don't feel like that dog did a lot of cool stuff. It was just like Grape Ape walked around and that was it. Right? Grape Ape. You couldn't stop him.
No, but you couldn't stop Tasmanian Devil either.
I think Grape Ape could stop Tasmanian Devil. Nah, you're right. He couldn't. If he stood on him, he would just bore through the ground.
Oh yeah, true.
There's a lot of cartoons. People are calling up. I've never heard of any of these people. I don't know the fucking... Oh, I just hung up on that person. Hello, Tyler. Oh, no. Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, but he didn't. He, failed a lot.
And he thought that the cat was a skunk.
He's a cat fucker.
Yeah, he was like a moron scumbag.
Yeah.
and French to boot.
And didn't even do it.
Why is French... Hold that against him. Zach, what's up?
Gus Boot is German. That's true.
That's great talent.
Well, was he capable of murdering anybody? Or was it all talk?
It's all talk. All bark.
Well, then that doesn't really count.
And there's also the little junior chicken that Foghorn tried to school. He was smart, but that's not really a talent.
So, is it the brain?
I mean, look, there's Bugs Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's legitimate. I think if you're not going to allow Jake the dog in, then What was the other big one? The Brain. Who else is on the list?
It's not Mighty Mouse.
Nah, because he sucked.
Not Speedy Gonzalez.
We are counting Kung Fu Panda.
See, I personally vote for Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I might too.
All right.
They do have pants on. They've got pants on in the movie.
Do they?
Yes.
How do you fit them over the shell?
Dude, they've got legs. They've got legs in the fucking... They've got a butt in the movie. They've got a cock in the movie. Look it. They got fucking abs,
the movie,
dude.
Though we're talking about specifically cartoon.
Dude, they turn... Look, they've got...
No, they don't. That's the bottom of their...
Yeah, and we are talking about cartoons,
but the
not
movie.
Okay. But I think the new movie, they have pants on. Because of how big the movies have.
I tell you what, I think Kung Fu Panda beats up any one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one-on-one.
I agree. And if you have their team versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they'll win easily. Ninja Turtles.
Oh, him in the Furious 5?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fuck you, Turtles, you're done.
Yeah, that Tiger Girl.
Shut that pizza up your ass.
Snake grasshopper guy.
Yeah.
Fucked up. You're going down.
Yeah, Tigress is pretty good. Because the guy who Kung Fu Panda beats up in the first Kung Fu Panda is himself, to me, a frontrunner. And he lost to the Kung Fu Panda.
That's true.
Tai Lu, or... No, that's,
yeah,
that's the coach of the Cavs.
He was a scary nemesis, for sure.
His prison escape is fucking tremendous.
Yeah. I mean,
really
think
good.
about where they had him in prison.
The entire place was built just to keep him in.
And Kung Fu Panda beat him
The
up.
Allstate guy was in charge. Was a rhino who was just the boss of the team, keeping him in the prison they constructed just for him. And he got out, and then Kung Fu Panda beat him up.
Mike, welcome to the show. Who is Peter Potamus? Because this sounds pretty gnarly. Check it out.
I do remember Peter Potamus.
He's got a safari jacket on. I really don't like safari jackets.
He looks like
and he's kind of like a fat English guy. He's like, what's that host of the singing in the car guy?
Yes, wait. Oh, I know what you're talking.
Yeah, he looks like James Corden.
Mixed with like Thurston Howell.
And a pith helmet.
Yeah, he makes me want to buy a thick shake from McDonald's.
Let's hear his voice. Loves birds. Okay. He's not talking much here.
Does he have a sidekick named So-So?
That's about as lame as you
Wait,
get.
does he just fly? Is he flying around the world in an air balloon with the boat dangling off it?
Yes.
That's it. Does he get off the fucking thing?
Never. I don't know.
Is it weird that whenever I watch stuff that was intended for children from the 60s and 70s, it makes me feel depressed?
No. I mean, yeah, that is weird.
I get
Wait
it.
a minute. He did yoga with a girl? Whoa!
This is Harvey Birdman.
Yeah, this is
okay.
not from the actual cartoon.
Okay.
Do you know Harvey Birdman? It's really cool, right? Because Ted Turner bought the Hanna-Barbera library, so they made that show, and they were able to use all the old Hanna-Barbera characters however they fucking wanted, because they owned them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Harvey Birdman's actually... He's a man. He's a bird.
I know you can't do it. He's total man.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
he's like a talented attorney. He's pretty good.
Yeah. But, hey, man.
So we have the panda, we got Bugs Bunny, who else?
And the brain.
And the brain. Those are the three. Those are the
Nobody
top
can
three.
beat it. I'll go this last bit right here, these guys here. Scott.
Yeah, hey there. Hi guys, how you doing?
Good. What do you got?
Dynamite.
Dynamite. Who is Dynamite? No, he's
Nope.
not winning. No
Absolutely
way.
not. He's Scooby-Doo in
Yes,
a
he
cave.
is.
Eric, what do you got? Super. That's insane. Superman doesn't have a dog. You just made that up.
No. He did. Superman did have a
Cool
dog.
Beans, did he have a dog? Oh, fuck. Well, how did he get the thing? He's from fucking planet Earth. He's not a fucking alien. He didn't come down in the fucking egg.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Yeah, he's a dog. It's bullshit. Now he's got a flying cat. Get the fuck out of
It
here.
doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah,
you're
you
the most
can't do
powerful-
that.
You're the most powerful man in the world, and then you get a pet that's also the most powerful man in the world.
Yeah. Wait, there was a bat dog?
Much?
Yeah, this is not true, and it cannot be a part of the contest.
Yeah, that's a fucking failed stuffed animal is what that is.
Yeah. He didn't...
Wow, you guys are harsh.
Well, he's not Zion, son of Zion. He's a fucking dog from the pet store.
No, he's not. He can fly.
Yeah.
He can fly.
He can't be.
He can have laser beams out of his eyeballs.
There's no story about how the father sent him with an alien dog.
The comic book in 1961.
It didn't.
They had the dog and Superman flying together from the planet Krypton.
Ben, welcome to the show.
What did he do?
Nothing. Just told that donkey to go jump off stuff.
Oh, Rocky.
Wait, who's...
Oh, okay, Bullwinkle.
The little girl rat, right?
It's a squirrel.
Whatever.
It's a flying squirrel. He can fly.
She's got rabies. Ryan, I'm not going... The rabies is not the coolest thing you can have. Ryan, what's up?
Hey guys, how you doing? I don't think anyone said it, but what about Gizmo Duck?
Who's
No,
Gizmo?
we've had Gizmo Duck.
Oh.
Gizmo Duck's a robot. That is not a duck.
Who's Mr. Peabody?
Yeah, I never watched that. Mr. Peabody and Sherman when he travels time.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He is a scientist.
He's like a college professor who travels
who
time.
invents
he
time travel. He
sucks.
invented time travel.
He sucks. He doesn't do anything. He's the lamest person I hang out with ever.
Invented time travel.
That is a talent of a sword, I suppose.
I
Jake.
would say.
Jake.
Then why haven't we talked about Dumbo? I mean, dude is obviously a baby.
Yeah. He was just a pawn.
Got some wisdom from some racially insensitive pros.
True, but he was just a pawn in that whole scheme. Yeah, he's an elephant that can fly. I give you that much.
Wait, did
You
Dumbo...
just throw that little bit of the sentence out. He's an elephant that can fly.
Oh, we've
Hey.
talked about all kinds of animals that can fly.
But does Dumbo ever grow up? Because all I'm seeing is baby Dumbo. Like, where's big Dumbo that's killing people?
No, he just goes
No.
back. He just goes back crying to his mama.
Oh, well, then I don't... Okay, fucking baby on the list. What the hell's going on here? Justin. Splinter? Fuck off.
What?
Fucking Splinter. Like, Splinter. Like, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles could beat Splinter if they wanted to.
Easily.
Hello, Ryan.
Hey, Wally Gator.
Oh, yeah.
Who's Wally Gator?
That's another one of those old-time Hanna-Barbera hat-wearing, tie-wearing Hair Bear bunch guys.
Not impressed by him. We're going back
That's
to
an
the
alligator.
big dogs. We'll do the votes because it's really simple.
Brain, Bugs, or Kung Fu Panda? Who is the most talented cartoon animal of all time?
Talented.
855 Ellis 41. So yeah, don't forget. Don't try to pull this bullshit dog Superman crap. It's over because Kung Fu Panda has fought several people. He's cool and he's fun. He's like a nice person and he's got cool friends. They're always fun and helpful. And
He's got the hookup at a sweet dumpling restaurant.
yeah, he's got cool food. I mean, he can like block atom bombs and shit.
It sounds like you're lobbying for one of the...
Well, I just feel like
I'm Kung Fu Panda in this. I really am.
I feel like
I'm Bugs.
Bugs Bunny is just like old and
He's not old.
he's super old and lame and just
he's
like
not.
he's
He's
prohibition,
the coolest.
motherfucker. He's lame.
He was old when he came out. A long
Yeah.
time ago.
He's basically like he's super witty, Groucho Marx.
He doesn't know any new
conducts
shit.
an orchestra, plays a guitar,
Yeah,
makes
but you're
up
talking about
songs,
yeah, but he's
fights
playing guitar.
bulls
He
successfully.
plays guitar from only from the 60s and back.
Bullfighter.
He's not a. He doesn't. But dude, what? Okay, what would you rather watch? Bugs Bunny fight a bull or Kung Fu Panda?
Save the Valley.
I would rather watch Bugs Bunny.
Oh, well, that's what the votes are for. 855 Ellis 41. We're no longer taking phone calls on votes for anything.
So, Jason, are you voting for Kung Fu Panda?
I am. I totally am.
And you are too, Tully?
Absolutely.
And do I get a vote?
Of course you do.
I'll take Bugs Bunny.
It's already been recorded.
Okay, thank you.
What is your vote, Andrew? Right, and
Too scary. Too frightening.
how's that?
Waiting for the children's version.
I know.
Too violent.
You're not aware of Kung Fu Panda? You've not seen him?
I also like what Will was saying in terms of his basketball skills, his dressing up skills.
Okay.
Apparently, you can vote now. On,
Yeah.
The Twitter
I just retweeted.
at Jason Ellis Show.
Cool beans. Who you got? All right. Well, I see that. It's 100% Bugs Bunny so far. Does that mean because Andrew voted?
Yeah, with 3 votes in.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I know that you're all. I think there might be some older people there that might, like Will, that are backing.
I love Kung Fu Panda. It's just that Bugs Bunny to me.
See, I feel like you
is
say
more
you like
talented.
Kung Fu Panda, but I feel like judging, because I feel like I know Tully's watched the fuck out of it, and I've paid my dues in Kung Fu Panda Ren as well, because I'm movie and cartoon sequel bullshit. Like, I've watched all of them.
Right.
And I would say that he is the most cool fighting, because he never thinks that he thinks he can be beat, but I don't think that it's possible to beat him. I think it's like, he's like, because I've seen nuclear bombs go off around him, and he's like, he like kind of weathers it. So that just tells me he can take any kind of shot.
I've seen Bugs Bunny take a shotgun blast to the face and
No, you've
just
never-
get
no.
powder burn.
He's never done that. That's not true. Bugs Bunny looks like he's going to win this pretty easily.
Well, I don't know. The brain was up earlier, so we'll just have to see how it pans out. How long will they have to? Do you want to give them? And
No, why did you do 23
23
hours?
hours?
You know you can actually, yes, you can do it like 1 minute.
Well,
Right.
look, you
Right.
set the time, and whatever it is at that time, that's the final answer. So what time will you announce the winner?
And then the show's over.
All right, at that exact time.
We'll be back.
All right. Great controversy going on. The controversial Jason Ellis.
It's kind of nice. I really thought that somebody was just going to emerge as indisputable.
Honestly, when I said Bugs Bunny, I was like, oh shit, I hope I didn't say it too early after I started thinking about, yeah, he's fucking talented, and I was thinking who is going to like, yeah, so it's
I
cool.
had him on my list to nominate just to be like, we have to mention him, but he's not
Oh,
going to
wow.
win. But
Interesting.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it's a good one. What's really good is hearing, like, you and especially Jason talk about, like, the realistic properties of these things.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
very serious.
Yeah, no, we want to.
8 minutes.
Okay, thanks. Jason Ellis Show, do you have a vote? Alright, cool. Thank you. Take care. So what's going on? People are going to call and vote till when?
Till 2:45.
think there's room for both.
You can walk and chew gum at the same time.
Right? Right?
John Kelly's like second in command is like a serious domestic abuser, and he knew about it in November and only now asked him to resign.
Why did I get like 100 emails from people saying their favorite?
Cartoon animal?
Yeah.
I know, right?
That made me the thing I've gotten the most reaction from me personally.
Maybe you should become a cartoon animal.
I would love to. Thank you.
Right?
I would love that opportunity.
I love this tweet. Bugs Bunny and Ellis, you're the shittiest radio guy ever. Even Opie's better. Tully, you're an annoying fag. Will and Andrew are okay. Bingo rocks.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Kung Fu Panda wears shorts. He is a fucking panda. I love how people just get the vibe. Great babe. A 40-foot tall gorilla is talented by default. That's great to me.
It's just great that people are doing that. That's the important thing, really. So it just goes into the show. You'll say, hey, we've got one results or I don't know how long my news will go. What happens after that? It'll put you up to screen out there.
Okay.
Tomorrow's payday, right? Yep. I got that real wrong a couple of weeks ago, and it really messed me up, so gotta make sure. Perhaps I'll plan a trip to Egypt. Is there anything else I need on the buzzer?
You're all set, Will?
Yeah.
You'll need your phone right here.
Yeah, I just brought it in so I could read my animals I had. I actually thought it was a different thing. I thought it was like toughest animal or something. So all my things I'd written down were irrelevant. Because I had like tigra and like.
Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Jason Ellis Show.
The voting's not over.
Don't forget to vote for your favorite cartoon animal and get these balls. And also, I am super excited to do back-to-back shows after this show. So if anyone wants to check it out, because Love and H is going to be live, and then Ellis Tronics is going to be live after Love and H.
Oh, it's a big day of broadcasting.
Yeah, well, kind of. I mean, I did record a Love and H for about 15 minutes, and then my wife called to tell me that 50 is going to go.
Yeah.
So that's like, I don't think anybody wants to hear that. I mean, I have it on CD, but I was just like, I think we'll just stop again today.
Fair enough.
So that's the plan. But
maybe hang on to that in case you need it at some point.
Oh, well, I don't think I need it.
Okay.
Got documentation of me being sad. It's okay. But seriously, though.
Former President George W. Bush said some interesting things today. He's being interviewed. I think the Associated
I like
Press.
whiskey.
Had he been drinking?
No. Nothing like he did not deny.
Myself and Michael are not going to give this up. I don't know if anybody can tell. But we're gonna do our own press.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna publicize this.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's right. That's the correct.
Publicize it.
I'm gonna publicize the fuck out of this
Right.
to everybody until somebody bites on it.
Well, here's what George W. Bush said today. He said there's pretty clear evidence the Russians meddled in the American presidential election. He said it's problematic that foreign nations are involved in our election system. Our democracy is only as good as people trust the results. Speaking of Vladimir Putin, he said he's got a chip on his shoulder. He said the reason he does this is because of the demise of the Soviet Union. That troubles him, and so this is him acting out. He says Putin is constantly pushing, probing weaknesses. He said that's why NATO's important. And finally, Bush said No, he did not say that. He criticized Trump's decision to scrap the program that allows young immigrants living in the U.S. who were brought here illegally when they were babies, and they had no decision making. He said America's their home. They've got to get this fixed. He said Americans don't want to pick cotton at 105 degrees, but there are people who want to put food in their tables that are willing to do that. We ought to say thank you and welcome those people.
Yeah.
The vast majority of Americans
Pretty sober statement.
do.
That's very.
Well, I think I've earned a drink after all of this.
I agree.
Coherent statement.
Bring me 5 O'Douls
Yeah.
and a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, a bottle of whiskey in my face.
Once again, I'm going to say there's the 20%
My rider.
who always argue against Trump and the 20% who always argue for. The vast majority of Americans want to see some sort of sensible thing that makes sense for everybody with people who were brought here when they were tiny little babies and have only known America. That's not really controversial. And then people get it twisted with the interference thing. Like, yes, it certainly seems like the Russians interfered with the election. That doesn't mean that they threw it to Donald Trump. Those are two completely separate issues.
Speaking of Trump, Omarosa's on that Big Brother show.
That was a weird clip.
I missed it last night. I mean, I knew it was on. I just didn't watch it.
I didn't know it was on.
I mean, come on, man. I'm not going to
watch
it. That show happened 10 years ago, and I didn't watch that. I mean, Carrie Hart was on it, and I didn't watch it. I'm like, man, I can't.
I don't believe a word that comes out of Omarosa's
Oh, she said
mouth.
something? Okay, cool.
I don't, I don't care about her.
This is
in
her
any
little
way.
thing. Go for it.
Yeah, but she said a few things on the show.
Yeah?
She said she had nightmares about the president would do next.
Oh, God.
No, about what he would tweet next.
Yeah, she said that he.
Didn't everybody say that?
She said that she did it for her country.
What?
Joined his team. She said everybody treated her shitty, wouldn't tell her stuff, and she
I don't
said,
blame her. She's a big mouth.
She said we should all be very worried. It's not going to be okay.
Yeah,
as she openly wept.
That was the weird bit.
Yeah.
As what? What was the weird bit?
She was openly weeping.
Yeah, her crying and going. The guy's going, just tell me it's going to be okay. She's like, it's not going to be okay.
And then
That's
he's
weird.
What guy asked
And then the
that?
guy's like, no, just tell me everything's going to be okay. Just say that so I can feel comfortable. And she's like, it's not.
That was odd. This is just... This is an odd time. Of year.
Yes, it
Like,
is.
so many levels.
So many levels. Yeah, it's weird.
Is it the end?
No, of course not.
I mean, it's the end of douchey dudes getting away with doing shit to chicks. So I'm cool with that bit.
For now. I mean, look.
Well, you think it'll roll? You think it'll?
Yes, absolutely. Look, on 9/11.
That's sad.
On 9/11, I was walking down to the office where I was going to go on the air later that night, and I looked at the cover of one of the New York newspapers, and it had the headline was something about what Liv Tyler was wearing, and I thought to myself, and maybe even said out loud, we'll never see that again. It's such a frivolous thing being a headline, and of course we have headlines that are just, if not more, frivolous now.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with?
It means that you think that things have changed forever, and they haven't. We always hit the snooze button and go right back to whatever we were doing.
Look, I don't know about that one. I feel like this has always been happening, and now finally people have made a stand. That's no one's going to let this go backwards. I know many men won't let that go backwards, and I don't think any fucking women plan on letting it go backwards. I think people have been put on blast. I think the same with the racism thing. Racism has definitely not left, but you're not going to get away with shit like you used to, and it is evolving. It is better. It's not going to. You're right. It's not going to fix everything, but
right.
But it is.
Yeah, you're right.
But it is better for women in general because of all of this, and I don't think that'll go away.
No, that's
not while we're all, still civilized.
You're right. It will have a lasting effect for sure. I'm just saying it just won't solve everything.
Meanwhile, Mark McGrath is rolling around in gold dust on the network reality.
Wait, how has he lasted longer than Chuck Liddell? Who's it? Yeah. But how is Chuck not up there, or is he? Oh, I was gonna say, this is no contest. Yeah, but he's gigantic. That's the difference. I feel like when you're gigantic, it's probably really hard to hold on.
Yeah, you weigh.
But Chuck Liddell is like, fuck you. Oh wait, he's got it. He didn't. Oh, she must have been. Did she get her foot on a ledge or something?
She squatted, which was really smart.
Oh, look, there is a little ledge there. Oh, Chucky!
Oh, he lost his grip.
Yeah.
Because you'd think if you were very, very light that would help. Shannon Elizabeth is not she's not big, obviously, but she's not.
Yeah, but
tiny.
she's got her feet on a ledge. Her feet are hooked on a little ledge. She's got it figured out.
Yeah, wow.
And who is she again? Oh, okay, right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That scene was sexy.
Fuck yeah, it was. That's some of the best fake boobs I've ever seen.
Who's that dude that is spinning around with her? God, why am I in here?
Yeah, exactly.
Get me out. I'm out. Yeah, I'm out.
Speaking of sexy, EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt has championed the continued burning of fossil fuels. He's also well known to express doubt about climate scientists who say that man-made carbon emissions are the cause of climate change.
It is hot.
But he seems to be changing his tune in an odd way. In an interview with KSNV in Las Vegas on Tuesday, Pruitt made several statements, some odd ones that, undercut basically the agency's stance on things. Two of his statements that stood out to me are, number one, he said climate change is affected by humans. The quote is, no one disputes the climate changes, it's changing. We see that constant. We've obviously contributed to it. We live in the climate, right? So our activity contributes to the climate changing. Anyway, another statement he said, though, is that we know that humans have most flourished during times of what? Warming trends. So I think there's assumptions made that because climate is warming, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So...
Well,
bottom line.
See you guys later. I'm going to the beach.
Bottom line. Climate change is real good for us.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
A Nazi is currently running for Congress in Illinois.
Okay, that's not really true, right?
Well, to be fair,
that's like one of those things where that sounds cool. Like, ooh, wow, let me fucking chastise whoever let that happen, but that's not really true. He's not. There's not really.
Anybody can run.
Yes. Let me please tell you the story.
Sorry, Will, we're excited.
He says he's not a Nazi. But he
Right.
was a member of the White People's Party. He dresses up like a Nazi. He preaches about how Jews are evil and white people are awesome, denies the Holocaust.
What's a white people's
He
party?
calls it an extortion racket, the Holocaust. He celebrates Hitler's birthday, and in a CNN interview this morning, he said, "You Jews media, you've gone absolutely nuts."
Okay.
But he says he's not a Nazi.
But wait.
Well, maybe he's not a Nazi. Maybe he's just a racist.
He dresses up like a Nazi and celebrates Hitler's birthday. Our clues.
So does Marilyn Manson.
Anyway, he's poised to get the GOP nomination for Congress is the reason I'm bringing it up. He's not just running.
Yeah.
He is the likely candidate for Congress.
Oh, that ain't cool. Because there was that guy running for some Republican thing who had his big Facebook rant about how, women need to be in the kitchen and have dinner ready when I get home. But, anybody can run for shit. That doesn't reflect on the party.
Yes.
But you're saying that he has a chance
this doesn't reflect on the Republican Party either. This guy is obviously a tool bag, but because
he's not going to win.
If things happened right now, I think he would win. I think he's ahead in the polls.
Can somebody tell the Jewish community what this dude's doing?
No, but does that just mean that is he the only Republican running because it's just a foregone conclusion whatever Democrat runs is going to win?
Do we know anybody Jewish that can run against him? Because I'll vote for him.
I think they have to live in Illinois, that part.
Oh.
Probably Chicago.
If there's anybody Jewish living in Illinois listening and they want to take that dude's job, go for it, because I'll just promote it every day. I'll vote for you.
It has been represented by Democrat Dan Lipinski since 2005. Was previously represented by his father, Bill Lipinski, beginning in 1993. Dude, the way that they have the districts carved up, most of them are kind of a Democrat's going to win no matter what, or a Republican's going to win no matter what, because they've carved up the districts along lines. Yeah, gerrymandering to ensure that. So it probably doesn't matter. If there was a chance of a Republican winning, somebody who's not a Nazi would probably be running.
We gotta close the gerrymandering stuff and put limitations on how long people serve. That's the bottom line to fix in the country. I mean, you could just pick two things.
And judges too.
Yeah, totally. From The Guardian comes this report. They say news is bad for you.
To read it.
Yeah.
One more reason why I'm going to the beach.
Giving up news will make you happier.
Guess what?
My segment's over.
We're all getting sandwiches.
Yay!
At a later date.
I think it is more than anything. Of course, it's stressful to hear, North Korea might murder you in your sleep. Probably won't, but just throwing that out there. But I think an added element of it is the anxiety that it causes is the powerlessness of it. Is you feel like there are these forces at work. But if you read the news is, hey, they're going to close your local public library or whatever, well, you could, if you really cared about that, you could maybe get involved and try to save the library. But there's not a goddamn thing that you can do about Hillary Clinton or Uranium One or Donald Trump or climate change or
unobtainium.
Shit.
Right.
Don't even get me started.
Now, look, that's one of their points. A couple of other points are news misleads you. The example that they use is pretty good. Watching an airplane crash on television is going to change your attitude toward the risk of flying, regardless of its real probably.
Right.
So
it's like when you watch those movies where they get left in the ocean and they argue and then the sharks eat them. Then you swim in the pool and you see your legs wiggle and you're like, wait, I hope a shark doesn't.
Or not get in the shower after watching Psycho. Because a lady gets stabbed in there.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. It's a man dressed as a lady that stabs her. Sorry.
They say that most news is irrelevant. They ask, out of the approximately 10,000 news stories you've read in the last 12 months, name one that actually affected your specific life.
Yeah. No, I think it's time for everybody to switch off everything and go out into the woods.
Yeah. Tinder charging more for people over 30.
Are they? Are they really?
I think they got shut down on that.
I think that's awesome.
Unconstitutional.
Okay. It's toxic to your body. Panic stories make you release chemicals that are bad for you. It increases cognitive errors.
Yep.
Because, as Warren Buffett said, what the human being is best at doing is interpreting all new information so that their prior conclusions remain intact.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got to stay away from this shit. It's heavy, bro. Watch out, you guys. Get out there and do some Some shit that doesn't involve your phone.
Absolutely. But in the meantime, what else is in the news?
Exactly. Recreational use of marijuana is now legal in 9 states plus Washington, D.C., and a new poll shows a record number of voters nationally favor the straight-up legalization of pot. That's not really surprising. What's surprising is that's a Fox News poll.
Praise God.
Which,
Rule
by
or...
the way, it's on the only television station the president gets his news from. So he's watching this, seeing, people
Weed's
in America
cool.
want weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the poll shows 59% of voters support legalizing marijuana. That's up from 51% in 2015, 46% in 2013. Only 26% favored making marijuana legal in 2001.
I mean, the gods made it. It comes from the ground like cactuses and aloes in there, and I mean that cures sunburn.
At some point,
I rest my case.
At some point, the fake news media managed to flip my the critical my 80-year-old dad demographic.
Right.
I think it was because I got arrested for weed, and in his mind he had to believe that weed was okay.
Oh,
Right,
wow.
Right.
That's my sister's theory anyway, and I'm not sure she's wrong.
The Showbiz 411 review of Clint Eastwood's 1517 to Paris says it's an eclectic mix of patriotic, Christian, and cutting edge, and will resonate in the heartland. Nothing.
Go, Clint!
I'm really excited to see this, and I didn't expect
Eastwood
it to be anything else but patriotic, Christian, and cutting edge. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
To see
It's a can of Budweiser exploding into tits.
a Clint Eastwood
It's got it all.
film, which is automatically already great, depicting heroic action by the people who did that heroic action. There's hardly anything better than that. It opens up tomorrow, Friday? Yeah, Friday. Tomorrow, nationwide, and I would go see it. 1517 to Paris. It's gonna be great. Seattle's putting fences under some bridges where homeless camps are set up.
Why?
To prevent fires, they say.
Oh, you mean to prevent them from living around us?
Yeah, to keep the homeless people out. The price tag on the fencing is $100,000 for both sides of the Northwest Leary Way, but $100,000 would have put the 5 groups, the 5 families living under the tent in an apartment for a year. Some council people are.
Yeah, but then in a year, then what?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
this fence is probably good for 2 or 3.
Teach a man to fish. Seattle's opened 6.
You're saying teach all of them to fish?
Yes.
Put them all in a bus and drive them to a river and be like, here you go.
Here's some fish.
How about this? God damn, I'm so tired of saying this. It seems like there's like 3 or 4 different somewhat sensible proposals on the table for how you deal with an issue like homeless. Like build a big apartment building and just let them all live there. Mm-hmm. Or throw them all into the ocean, or build a fucking fence. Why don't we try every single one of them? There's like a limitless supply of homeless people. Why don't we try every single one of those and see which one fucking works?
Yeah, like if the island sinks and they all drown, there's plenty more homeless people to try and have another one. Yeah, if you put them in a big thing and they all catch on fire, there's plenty more homeless people to try out on.
Right now we got about 5,500 homeless people currently in King County there. But look, something better can be done. It has to be. There's no way. I mean, dude, in Hollywood, every day it's just a sea of homeless people. Some who are victim of circumstance, some who are crazy.
Most of them are my friends. Well, I mean, I got connections. I gave him a cooler one time.
Peed on the ground at you.
That was a long time ago, and she is not my friend.
Okay.
I got squeegeed the other day. That was a new one for LA.
What do you mean squeegeed? He hit you with a squeegee?
No.
Squeegeed your car?
Yeah.
So
what
without asking?
Yes.
Yeah. What they did in New York is in the beginning there were squeegee guys who would
spray bottle,
who would clean your window and then expect money, and then they'd get angry if you didn't give them money, and then it became I'm gonna spray dirty water on your car and I'm only cleaning it off when you give me $1.
Right, man.
This guy at least came over and said, "Do you want me to squeegee?" And I said, "Hell no," and he did it anyway. And then he didn't even bother asking me for money when he was done. So that he's a very unintelligent squeegee guy.
He's guilting you into it.
Yep.
Not me.
That's what the CD guys on the Hollywood Boulevard do.
Not me.
Yeah, no, not me.
No, not me either.
Yeah, because you CD me, that means you're accusing me of being a tourist.
Yeah.
I'm from these streets.
Yeah.
And bomb, don't test me.
If you're going to provide me with a service that I don't want, at least make it one that I can't do with literally the touch of a button that is currently underneath my thumb.
Right. Terrible thing going on in Las Vegas with homeless people. Apparently they have a serial killer.
think Katie was trying to tell me about that this morning.
Yeah, they say the same gunman is responsible for fatally shooting 2 homeless men and wounding 2 other people in the past 9 days. 3 of the people were homeless. One of the people was just like at a convenience store when he got shot. But yeah, I mean, this is happening in Las Vegas right now. It's not what Las Vegas needs right now.
They think it's one person.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've probably got evidence that it's the same gun. So they're
okay.
You know, gotta be
Maybe Dan Blazarian should get out there and do something.
Maybe.
I mean, think about how many likes he'd get if he caught the guy. You fucking skadoosh.
There's some Australian Dan Blazarian guy. He's like a tobacco dude who has these crazy parties, and it was a little bit of controversy because he told he had some party on like an island somewhere.
Throw a woman off the roof?
No. He said the first 40 chicks who got the logo of his tobacco company tattooed on their ass permanently would get a plane ticket to the parties. And all these chicks.
God.
It's crazy when the guy.
Wait, and they did it?
Oh yeah,
More than 40, I'm
Basic
guessing.
bitches, man.
him arriving at the party is
Scrubbers.
Quite the view. This guy is he makes Dan Blazarian look reserved.
Did he have the word mansion written in gold letters above his mansion?
It does look that way.
Yeah.
No, he rolled in on a boat dressed like somewhere between like the Road Warrior and Xerxes from the 300.
Jeez. Oh God.
It's always that
okay,
song.
So I know.
Why does that guy always
Why?
like that song so much? That
What
song is terrible.
Is that? Stop.
Man, Instagram took down my video because it was copyright infringement, and it wasn't. And this guy gets to do anything he wants, and include all those women that he's posting.
Yeah, he had sex with a lot of those ladies, and they wanted to do that.
Yep.
Which just, I mean, be careful how you raise your daughters.
Right.
You know?
Some people are feeling like they just aren't getting the representation they deserve.
Sorry, here he is arriving at his party on his boat.
Oh my God, he's standing on the front of the boat wearing...
Okay, look, I got... Sure, he had sex with some people, but there's also several women that were like, is he fucking... I mean, there's no dumber human on the planet with money. This is insane. Okay. He actually might be worth following. He is a fucking write-off. Oh my God.
Candy Shop Mansion, if anybody is interested in seeing.
Yeah.
A very rich moron.
If you're feeling like you're just aren't getting the representation you deserve from the world of emojis, help is on the way.
Yeah?
Let freedom ring!
Why?
The Unicode Consortium has finalized its latest batch of images, paving the way for companies such as Apple, Microsoft, and Google to tweak and roll out the 157 new characters, including the long-awaited ginger emoji.
What does that mean? That you're a ginger?
Red, yeah.
Okay.
One with red hair.
Devin will be happy.
Bald emoji. I thought all of them were bald.
It's just a bald old man.
White-haired emojis.
Oh, well.
And a range of skin tones.
Donahue will be happy.
How many more skin tones do they need?
Hot and cold faces, a woozy face, a party face, etc., etc. Exciting news from the world of emojis and the Emoji Movie.
Yep. Depressed anxiety, emojis beckon the call. Get in that phone and fuck your life up.
There's a donut shop on Cahuenga that has a shit emoji hanging in the window.
Yeah, I bought a shit pillow for my daughter. Mm-hmm. She was pumped on it. She got a shit hoodie. She was pumped on the shit hoodie.
Speaking of shit, in Portland, they have a murder problem. A murder of crows.
People are murdering crows?
No, they have a bunch of crows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crows suck.
Why?
They're noisy first thing in the morning.
Well, that's the problem, is that not only are they eating the insulation from building walls, they make a bunch of noise, and hotel guests are complaining about it because it's happening early in the morning. And also, the sidewalks are
covered in shit,
slick with bird poo.
Oh,
that's too many crows.
They've called in 7-month-old Clive Hawk.
Oh, a bird that eats them.
Clive, that is a hawk.
Yeah.
And it's Integrated Avian Solutions is a Portland-based company that uses hawks and other.
It's very
birds
smart
like that.
because crows don't forget. They'll remember and they'll be like, you know what? Fuck you, humans.
Right.
But if they won't, they're not smart enough to know who hired that bird.
Right.
They're just like, fuck that hawk.
We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Right.
But first, he's gonna kill a bunch of them.
Almost all the dog meat restaurants in South Korea's Pyeongchang County, where the Winter Olympics are taking place, are defying a government request to stop serving dog. And why should they stop serving dog?
Yeah, it's like we got the Olympics and then we're told to stop serving cow.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Cows are dogs.
South Koreans are believed to
fat ones.
consume about 1 million dogs a year each. No, not each. Anyway, it's a...
Seems like an old people thing.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's probably dying off.
Right, and the rest, much like those dogs. The restaurants are like, you want me to change, the Olympics are going to be gone in 2 weeks. You want me to change my entire business because it's embarrassing.
That's
to you.
just,
Yeah.
Yeah, a dog is an animal. Just look, yeah, you can be against people eating dogs, but you got to be against people eating cows and pigs and everything else too. You know.
I don't know about cows, but pigs, yes. If pigs are as smart as dogs are smarter, then yeah.
Yeah. The chef cooking for Team Norway at the Winter Olympics needed to get 1,500 eggs for a meal. So he hopped on Google Translate and sent the order to a supermarket. Ended up with 15,000 eggs.
English, and doesn't matter what language, that's an extra 0, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, apparently 1,500 and 15,000 looks very close to each other in Korean, but I think the guy probably made a typo. Okay. But that got me interested in it, so I translated the Elon Musk rocket story into like several different languages. Back to English. So I'll read that for you now. The Tesla Roadster, launched by Falcon SpaceX on Tuesday, is more than planned during the solar system. The car must be Sun, and Mars should be the Sun. However, the movable rocket grenade was located at modern Red Planet attitude.
Smart. Good advice.
Those sound like very popular Japanese t-shirts.
Words to live by.
Exactly.
Red Planet attitude.
Some lady said she got blood in her Starbucks. But...
No, that's
bad.
How can you know that?
Well,
because I've poured blood into coffee before. It just
nobody noticed. Was it my
it just
coffee?
mixes in.
Was it my coffee?
Yeah, and now I own you.
She got like a fake blood drink and then was like, "Wait, that's real blood."
Did she? No, she got.
Wait, there's a Starbucks drink that's fake blood.
I thought it was like a Valentine's thing, right? I thought she got a red drink.
And this was in 2016, and I thought it was a Frappuccino.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Oh, I know. It was blood then.
She called the Starbucks.
Lady cut her finger and put it in there.
A barista cut their finger.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but you don't bleed on the whipped cream in someone's coffee. What kind of fucking idiot are you?
And it was her 2-year-old daughter that had the thing who would lick the whipped cream.
You know, one time I went to a Mexican restaurant and my kids were little, like Devin was probably like 6 or something, and they got ice cream after for dessert, and I looked in Devin's bowl and there was big pieces of green glass in there.
Glass is not a good thing to eat.
Yeah, and I pointed it out to them, and they're like, well, they don't even know how that happened, but I guess what had happened is a Heineken bottle exploded in the freezer and like sprayed into. But I'm like, how do you scoop it out into the bowl and not see the shards? Because it was like super obvious. It's pretty crazy.
That's about one of the worst things you can ingest is broken glass.
Yeah. I think the good thing was there was actual big pieces in it. So Devin was like, God. Daddy, what's that?
Horrifying.
That's half a Heineken bottle.
It's a huge trend in health and beauty, activated charcoal. It's been around for hundreds of years, but now it's like the big popular thing to do.
Charcoal is?
But yeah, it's absorbing properties.
I'm confused.
Activated charcoal, you haven't seen that like on the vitamin shelf or anything? The supplement shelf?
No, wait, charcoal's eating houses?
Yes.
No. People are eating charcoal.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it has absorption properties, and they think, it'll absorb the toxins in my body.
And that's not true?
Well, regardless of whether it's true or not, a couple of things you should know that come from physicians are, number one, it dehydrates you, so you got to drink a lot of water if you have charcoal. Number two, it can also absorb medications. So if you're on any kind of medicine, you could eat this charcoal and it could absorb the medication, so you got to check with the doctor. Number three, people who want to use it to whiten their teeth, dentists say there's no evidence that it actually does that, but also it's so abrasive it may remove the enamel on your teeth. So
what happened to just whitening your teeth? You know they can do that, right?
you should just
You don't need to do.
This is natural.
You should use
Fucking crystals in your armpits, you
on
idiot.
anything.
It
You
doesn't
should do
work.
research into it, non-biased research into it, to find out what the real deal is.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I know that you. I just feel like if you do too much of it, of stuff like I'm doing chocolate detoxing, maybe one time, but why do you do it all the time? You know, stop putting the poison in your body if you have to charcoal yourself all the time.
Right? This woman, she took one. You know, if you go into a public restroom, it's pretty often you run into one of those air dryers. This woman took a petri dish, held it under one of those for 3 minutes, let it sit for 24, 48 hours, and then the outcome, all this bacteria and shit growing in the petri dish.
Oh no.
Air dryers.
So what does that mean? Did the air dryers blowing germs on my hands?
The company that makes them says that they have HEPA filters in there that should, you know, weed out the bacteria.
But if you've got an old one, then it's probably pushing germs.
I'm just saying, you can't trust anything.
I don't do it anyway.
Don't wash your hands.
I don't wash my hands
Not
anymore.
in a public restroom?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
So I gotta touch a tap. If I got long sleeves, I'll do it because then I can. Because then I gotta touch the door to get out.
And it's flu season?
Yeah.
A 40-year-old man jumped off his roof riding a homemade rocket bike.
Got any video?
It was fueled by heat, the product that people add into the gasoline so the gas won't freeze. Police say they found the man in the driveway. He's recovering.
Why would he not video that? What year is it?
Yeah, how much air did he get?
The only thing left of the homemade rocket bike were a pair of skis, bicycle frame, and a motorcycle exhaust pipe. It sounds like
fucking bullshit. He didn't do it.
Coyote.
He didn't do it.
He was very injured.
Who makes a rocket bike and doesn't get it? I mean, your phone films shit now.
A 40-year-old man.
What about the dude?
40?
Yeah, we're 40.
And finally, a 19-year-old man was arrested last month following a confrontation inside and outside a trailer home near Pittsburgh. Police from 3 separate departments gathered outside. As officers approached, he ran out screaming, "No!" Jumped off the trailer's porch and ran naked through the snow toward the roadway. The cops tased him. He fell to the ground, rolled around, so the things fell out. And they couldn't get a grip on him, though, because he was covered in cooking oil. He was on acid.
Well, I always find that when you're going to do stuff like that, acid helps.
And cooking oil if the cops are coming.
You can't feel temperature when you're on acid.
Put all that... Okay, well, I think it depends on the trip.
Oh, no. If you put a burning frying pan on me, I'll feel that. But if it's cold, I've been on acid before where I'm just like shirtless hanging out. And I don't feel the cold at all.
I'm just feeling groovy.
Yeah, I mean, I was in a sandcastle, a sand pit, like a sandbox in the kids' playground for a long time until the sun came up. And I was in there by myself, and it was cold as fuck, and I was just playing in the sand like a kid in a candy store.
Even though it was very warm in the room, my friend who did acid, after he saw the devil, got really, really cold and shivered.
Oh, no, but everybody knows that the devil makes you freezing.
Are you still in touch with that friend of yours?
Oh, yeah, no, I talk to him all the time.
Until he takes you to hell, and then you warm up.
Just talking to him.
And
earlier.
boy, is it just in the nick of time.
What kind of shirts does he like?
He dresses in black usually. Maybe a blue one every once in a while.
If anybody wanted to call the show, they could do it at 855-ELLIS-41, and I would answer them, because that's what I do.
And we're 7 seconds away from learning the results of the
the very scientific poll.
Most talented cartoon animal.
Right, we winnowed it down painstakingly to 3 finalists: Bugs Bunny, the Brain from Pinky and the Brain, and Kung Fu Panda.
And the winner is...
Wait a minute. I didn't know.
Here it comes.
And the winner
is... In third place, Kung Fu Panda.
Wow.
Second place, The Brain. And number 1, with 55% of the vote, Bugs Bunny.
See, this is like the guy who will tell you that no band has ever been heavier than Black Sabbath, because that was the first metal band he ever heard.
Right. Right, because it's not true.
Hey, you know what? I was able to put aside any of my feelings and judge this based solely on the evidence.
I think that the voting shows that not everybody has witnessed Kung Fu Panda.
Agreed.
Because if you did, you'd vote for him to be number one.
I disagree. Respectfully.
JC, welcome to the show. What's up? I don't know.
I don't know if I don't have dog tags, but you know if you no, I know, but if you go on hold, I'll send you a couple of things. I got a couple of extra things hanging around, so just hold on, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's why not?
Yeah, I will.
I got stuff. I'll handle it.
Wait, what? What?
You're not wearing them?
Okay. Jeff, welcome to the show. What's up? Jeff, you didn't see me coming. Yep, I was fast.
Yeah, if you get a call, you might want to not listen to your radio and just listen to your telephone.
Jason L. Show, you're live. Pretty good.
Sounds like Eric.
No, you misheard us, Mr. Mouse. We said that kids love Mickey Mouse, which just goes to show how stupid children.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
See you, Mickey.
Love Fantasia.
There you go. Thank God he got through before the show ended. I don't want that guy coming after me. Jason L. Show, you're live.
Oh my God.
Man, for a second I thought it was Mickey on another line, and it is Swamp Scotty! There he is.
Well, that's the beginning. Then he trains.
Yeah. Once again, Swamp Scotty, proving that you've not watched the entire saga of Kung Fu Panda, because by the fourth one, he's invincible. Say no more. All right, later, Swamp.
Born on the Bayou.
That's the easiest way out of that. I'm stoned.
Yeah.
I love that one. I'm stoned anyway. Pedro. Wait, what's worse than having what? Oh, no. Fuck you, dude. Don't call me. God. Don't do that to this show. Now I'm scared to take a... Don't do your material and just podcasting. Anybody can have a show now. Do it on there. I look forward to Pedro's wacky...
Probably a 3rd-degree burn on 20% of your body. That'd be worse.
That's funny, man. Man, maybe he was going to say that. You should do stand-up. That's like, oh, man, now you make me want to do stand-up, but it's like stand-up where it's like not funny.
Yeah, like, why the chicken cross the road? I don't know. Do I look like some kind of chicken master?
Stop picking on me!
Stop pecking on me.
Oh, pecking.
No,
because it's funny.
If anybody likes stand-up comedy that isn't funny, you can catch me tonight at the Sycamore Tavern at 8 p.m.
Boom! Look at that.
Neil, what do you want? These nuts. Don't die. God. Idiot.